Okay, let us get set up. Live chat, awesome. Sound level should be good. I gotta get chat on my phone as well. Okay. Still a boof-ass setup I got, but hey, if it works, it works.
I do wish you would refrain from singing, Commodore. It's
There we
distracting.
go. No, never mind. YouTube, not good application.
Don't worry, I won't tell anyone.
There we go. For real this time. And we're even on live message. So, Skitarii today, that's pretty exciting. I've been having a lot of fun. Because I've been trying to power level him for a good chunk of today. And I'm almost level 30 because I spammed the plus XP curios, which do help out a lot. This is like, well, this one's not perfect, but this is like plus 30 experience. And then if you just like chew up all the armory weapons and spam them into masteries, you can get your masteries pretty quickly. So this just took me like a couple hours on and off. So really not that bad. I'm actually gonna keep buying just about everything I can get my hands on every time this is open, just because that means I will be able to get masteries on other weapons a lot faster as well. I didn't realize you could do this until like today, which would have been pretty helpful for other classes, but I'm glad I have it for this one at least, because there's a lot of builds I want to do for Skitarii. This class is so fun, dude. Just, I mean, like, look at this tech tree. This stuff is, there's a lot of options. So, I'm not going to go into it right now, because, honestly, I'm still not 100% sure what I want to do exactly with this build. I think I have something pretty good going, where, I'm using Cord Claw Strike and just spamming as many capacitance charge, or, capacitance cooldown modifiers as I can with redline capacitors and also Noosphere Command. So you get a ton of these charges, capacitance charges, and then you can just spam Cord Claw Strike, which is insanely strong. Especially because you get some back right after using Cord Claw Strike with this passive right here. And then you can also spam Noosphere Command all the time, which pretty much gives crack to your Servo Skull. He goes absolutely crazy and starts doing a lot of DPS, actually. I'll show it off in the meat grinder real quick. Meat grinder, Auric, and let's take a look at it. I think, I don't know. The flamethrower Servo Skull does seem really decent, but I feel like saving your grenades for the Medicae Servo Skull, because the Medicae Servo Skull can, like, take a game that you would 100% have lost and then save it for you, like, just for the cost of one blitz, which is crazy. But when you double tap your Servo Skull, like, see, it goes absolutely ballistic. So even if there's a specialist that's really far away from you, like this far away, you can just double tap, and he will snipe it from a million miles. Like, really, I think he might actually have infinite range when you do this, or nearly infinite range. And his DPS is, like, really solid when you activate this. So it's a very nice secondary way of sniping specialists. But then also, even then, you kill the specialist, right? And then he will start shooting, like, other random chaff with his sped up attack immediately afterwards as well. So it's good to just pop it all the time, because you pretty much have, like, a capacitance charge always available with this build. So this is the one I think I'm going to go for the first Skitarii video, because it's been feeling really good and really fun so far. Cord Claw, I think, is going to get nerfed, because Cord Claw Strike is just disgusting. Okay, allow me remember to start recording before we actually get into gameplay, just in case I want to save any clips, or just have background footage for a video in the future. But let me know if sound is good and everything, guys, because I always struggle to set up the sound settings correctly. But let's just jump right into Auric. I've pretty much only been seeing Skitarii up until I reached Auric, which was kind of a shame because I wanted to see the Skitarii interact with the other, like, reject personalities. But now that I'm in Auric, I'm the only Skitarii in most of my lobbies. which is, I don't know if that just means a lot of Skitarii have not reached Auric yet, or people are bouncing off Skitarii on higher difficulties. It could be either or. Because, like, even in Damnation, it was 4 Skitarii, and then suddenly in Auric, so far out of the couple I've done, I've been the only one. I don't mind, though. It means I get to see the interactions in between Skitarii and the other reject, which I mentioned I wanted to see earlier. But of course, there's like so many interactions in this game. I can't even imagine how much they spend on voice acting. Because Bad Shark spends so much effort on making sure every personality interacts with each other. And even has different interactions with like NPCs on the Morning Star. Struggle to sleep and it's like oh man. Did you pull an all-nighter? This is really stupid, because that sucks. There's no worse feeling than, like, being stuck in bed, unable to sleep, and then you see the sunrise through your window. Absolutely hellish feeling. Trust me, I sympathize. I sympathize. I do hope, you get at least a little sleep. But sometimes, honestly, it might be better to pull the, just the all-nighter and try and do a hard reset the next day if you don't have too much to do today. That's always, like, brutal, but it does kind of work. Okay. I didn't even talk about the weapons. I've been liking the transonic blades a lot, and I've been liking the phosphor revolver a lot. I don't know if they synergize with the specific build I have right now, but they feel pretty good. Even though I definitely have not mastered the transonic blade, like, mode switch. It does feel like, the... want to hear. Oh, because there's a fucking creeper. Oh my god. I didn't hear him at all. Oh wait, I can, I forget. You can even use your, servo skull to snipe out elites after you go down. Hello, audio. Probably gonna go for quite a while today. Maybe not. We'll see. I don't want to promise anything. But, I am having an absolute blast with this class. It's really, really fun. I just like how much, like, stuff there is to do if you spec into it. Because, like, you can use your servo skull, you can use your core call, you gotta manage your capacitance charges, and you can snipe, specials really well. Like, there's always something useful for you to do if you're playing Skitarii. And all his melee weapons also seem, like, decently complicated. He seems like the most technical class so far. At least I haven't played High Stone, so I wouldn't know about that. But I would say there is an extremely high skill ceiling for Skitarii. Which makes sense, because it does seem to be a class that is more inclined to complexity. I'm getting left behind so hard because I'm too busy yapping. And my team is probably not appreciating that. Okay, I'm throwing. Maybe I should not be playing Auric for the first mission I'm doing while streaming, because I'm not 100% warmed up just yet. Yeah, I am playing the new class, Skitarii. Was very hyped for this one, because I do love the AdMech in 40k. They are my favorite faction, and if I were to buy any 40k models, they would absolutely be AdMech models. Maybe a Titan. I like the small Titans, the Armigger Titans, I think they're called. Those are pretty cool. But, you know, I'm not made of money, and I'm also lazy. The games sound kind of overwhelmed. You're talking. Okay, let me lower it down a little bit. Is that better? I still need it like high enough to be able to actually hear the specials though. That's really important. So let's see if this is a good compromise. But if you guys have not seen any Skitarii gameplay yet, Horde Claw is an insane ability. It is pretty much like a handheld. It's like a melee crack grenade is the best way to describe it. At least this particular, the default configuration. It does so much damage to bosses and to specials. Like, it will easily one-shot crushers, even on higher difficulties if you hit them in the head. Now, of course, it doesn't actually have, like AoE like crack grenades does. So it is different. It's not quite the same as a crack grenade. but I feel like the fact that you can use it against like berserkers really easily, and you get so many of them, makes core claws absolutely nuts. I should try the other abilities before saying like definitively this one is the best, because I haven't played with them that much. But oh my god, the core claw streak is crazy. I would not be surprised if it gets nerfed like within the next week or so. But I don't think Skitarii, I mean maybe he is, but he doesn't feel that overpowered. At least not as overpowered as I heard Arbita's was when he first dropped. Because that was, supposedly he was just like invincible and could kill everything, even though I did. And now he's like mid, well, maybe not mid tier, he's still pretty good, but he's definitely not the best cast in the game anymore. So no, I think they did a fantastic job with Skitarii so far. I think my only beef is, the other blitzes did not feel nearly as good as the, what do you call that? The servo skull. Because the servo skull, like, not only can snipe elites, but it's really cheap to get his, like, additional servo skulls once you already have the servo skull blitz. And then even just the base servo skull by itself is, like, pretty decent. It doesn't do crazy damage, but it does set enemies on fire, and it's just, like, added DPS, which, you know, is quite nice. Okay, that, please. Thank you. But this is a very ADHD class. There's a lot to be done at all times. I don't know. At first I thought the faster rated power levels have a friend do Auric. Yeah, I figured that would probably be a good way to do it. But I was pretty satisfied with just power leveling with what do you call it? The plus experience curios. Like, I'm almost level 30, I've just been playing, like, for a couple hours on and off. I didn't have the time to play uninterrupted. And that also let me get some masteries on... and get some experience as well on some of the... leave that door. Get some experience with some of the new weapons on top of getting masteries with them. The shield blitz is hot ass. I was most excited for that one. Well, maybe not most excited, but I was pretty excited for that one. And I agree, it did not feel very good. I feel like the blitzes that aren't the servo skull should still get like the level 0 servo skull you start with. That's kind of bad. So you can at least still like just have that utility and also be able to do objectives with the servo skull, because I feel like that's such a useful thing to be able to do. It's like a hard sell to lose out on that, you know. I'm gonna grab this if no one else does. Maybe I shouldn't, because I think he was coming back around a bit. No, I want to full blocking. That's a lot of ragers, but with Core Claw, honestly, we're pretty chilling. Ragers go down really fast to Core Claw, and I feel like sniping a Rager instantly when they get close to you is like absolutely worth the capacitance charge, since with this build you do get them back pretty quickly. Like really you want to be spending them as much as you can. Without going to 0, you still want one available just in case. Okay, I've literally only been using the basic mode on the transonic blades because it's so good at chat clear. Because it's got really good, like, sweeping, wide attack times. So I'm scared of that. I'm not reloaded. Okay, you do not search for me. Let's activate our... Please kill him. Thank you. Yeah, Noosphere, whatever that one is called, where you can turbo buff the servo skull when you ping him on an enemy. I think that's like an S tier perk. It seems not that powerful, but if you have a build where you can burn capacitance charges, it is just like you're getting another gun with infinite ammo, more or less, that has infinite range and perfect accuracy. And you can even use it while you're down. It is that crazy. Okay. I've not... Reading chat is difficult while playing this game, because it's a lot more... I don't want to say involved in Helldivers, but it's like... It's a lot, it takes up a lot more mental bandwidth than Helldivers does for me, at least. Maybe that will change as I get better at this game, but I feel like I do need to dedicate, like, my full attention to this game, or I'm gonna not contribute all that much. Okay. Servo Skull, please snipe that sniper. Oh, that's bad. Is there... Nope, that door just closed. Unfortunate. The first Skitarii to play Skitarii 2. Yeah, you have to play Adeptus, the first Adeptus Mechanicus game before you're allowed to buy Skitarii. You should play that game though, it's absolute banger. Oh, my team is like dead. Oh, that's bad, okay. Supposedly the second AdMech game, like, it had bad reviews last I checked, because it came out pretty recently. But it seemed to be a lot of performance issues. Which is unfortunate, but that's something that's pretty fixable. I haven't used the other bloods. Is the arc grenade any good? Because I feel like doing a pure arc build would be the next thing I try. Because that does seem fun as well with the arc rifle, which I don't really use that much. I think I just like tried it out in the meat grinder, and then that was it. Hello. So let me show you core claw strike against bosses. That's 25% of his health. There's another 15, and the boss is dead. So that's what I mean when I say this is probably gonna get nerfed, because it is kind of stupid. Okay. Can I? Yes. And the Medicaid Servo Skull coming in clutch right there is so good. I genuinely think the Medicaid Servo Skull is, like, way better than the Flamethrower Servo Skull. I know you can take both, but they compete for the same resource pool, which is why I decided not to. But maybe I'll change my mind on that. But right now, I'm still not full leveled, so I do want my as many talent points as I can get to spend on the things I need, like survivability and crit nodes, mostly. Man, I love this thing. It pairs so nicely with the revolver too, because the revolver, like, obviously only has 6 shots. Or not the revolver, the phosphor pistol. I think it's called phosphor pistol. Because even if you're out of ammo with your phosphor pistol, you can still snipe that you know, that trap or whatever it is that's causing you a headache. And core claw is, like, so fun to you. It's like, it's so visceral to just like reach out and just yoink somebody's soul out of their body. It's a very, very fun ability. I do actually need materials because I've been spam crafting. I was saving up materials for Skitarii, and I think that was a good call because I'm going to be using a lot trying to experiment with different builds. Where is this boson? I do not know. Let's pretend like that's not going to be a problem for now.
Show no fear.
This team seems pretty competent, at least so I don't have to stress too much, which is good. But I also don't want to be a liability either, because even just normal orc, even not Maelstrom, it's got hands. You cannot take this difficulty trivially, I don't think. It certainly feels harder than oh, that's bad. Oh, but he's got a slap shield actually, and oh, there's a Beast of Nurgle as well. Okay, yeah, but Horde Plus, right? Unfortunately, now that means I don't have any for the Beast of Nurgle, but hopefully that Baron does have a bolter. So hopefully that means he's going to be able to do some good work. Oh, okay, he's already dead. We're fine. I think it was the right call to blast that demon host with the Cord Claw, even if it took all my charges. I also want to blast his bulwark. This is a bad spot for the team. I also have that one node that gives you electric or execution on your crits, or at least the first target you hit with a crit, and it's really, really nice. Crusher, not a problem. It's only when there's like 6 crushers that it becomes a problem, because you only have 5 Cord Claw strikes maximum. Oh fuck, why was he aggroed onto me? I didn't realize he was gonna go straight after me. I thought I was gonna be safe for at least a second. After getting freed from the mutants. I guess I should not. Dude, never underestimate Rangers. They're so lethal on every difficulty, honestly. Even a chill like Malice will absolutely fuck you up if you let him. Oracle has like Knight from Vermintide 2. I don't remember all the subclasses from Vermintide 2. I play a lot more of Vermintide 1 than 2. No particular reason. Actually, I don't remember if there was a particular reason. It was a long time ago, but if I don't remember one, there probably was one. I thought Knight had like the charge, didn't he? Like the Bull Rush type charge, or the Arbitas Break the Line type thing. If that was on Kruger, if I remember correctly. Or am I thinking of a different subclass? Because I know they added like a bunch after I stopped playing. Or maybe not a bunch, but at least a couple. Okay. Lots of Tox Flamers, which I'm not cool with. This is a really ADHD build specifically, because both of these weapons are so fast. They have a ton of ability. I'm gonna trust, yep. Trust the Surplus Scroll. I think this Surplus Scroll without this node is a lot worse than the dog, but with the node, it becomes like way better. It really is like a night and day difference between those two when you have it and when you don't. I don't think I need to burn the lids to save them. Yeah, we're good. Oh, somebody's stinting me. That's good. Probably wasted on me. I think I might be contributing to at least out of the team, especially because I just took that ammo. I really should not have. Okay, there we go. I also haven't decided which personality I like the most for the Skitarii. I think I need to listen to all of them a bit more. I picked this one because he reminded me of Kayaks a little bit, and Kayaks is sick. I love that NPC, but so far I don't think I've heard enough interactions to really determine like what their vibes are like individually. Okay, materials, and then this is for the event. It's quite nice because I am from the Diamantine from the event, especially. Okay, thankfully I'm not the only one taking ammo when the veteran field needs it, so I'm not throwing the worst. Or I'm not the only one throwing it there. Bad Tox Bomb, that hurts. That's a little dangerous that I could get to him. Everybody gets his ammo now. I would like a big thing. And I think we're good. What did... Maybe you're talking about the Bretonnian Knight from V2, because I know they added a Bretonnian class after I stopped playing, but I'm thinking like the Foot Knight Cooper, like his base default class. At least I think it was his base default class. We got some bullshit hitboxes with that counter. Oh, that was almost really bad. I don't know if that would have straight up killed me, would have been to say the least. Oh. For Ragers, we have a bunch of charges. Wow, that guy pressed me before I even had a chance to process that. I was on the ground. Locked in Ogre.
There are answers in this place, but you will require your Auspex to
Gotta have an Ogre on the team. DLC, like Breton Knight variant? Okay, I see. That one I never played with. Please. Man, I don't know where to play Skitarii is the thing. Like, he is very fun. I don't mean like in terms of strength. I mean in terms of like what his niche is. Because he does feel like a little bit like Veteran. But I think you could honestly build him like any class you want, really, except maybe like RP does. So I think he's got like Zealot DNA in him a little bit. Like with the at least with this particular weapon and some of the melee abilities, like Core Claw, like very Oonga Boonga, like close range melee. But you can absolutely build in like pure range, I think. I really want to do like one of the aimbot abilities with one of like the auto guns and see if that can actually make the auto guns good, because that could be a lot of fun.
This appears to be a promising location.
What are you? Let's get rid of you. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I really am not expecting to jump that. Really? Oh, goddamn. Okay, that's fine. I'm still here. Oh, this is bad. Wow, there's so many specials just like in a pack. I mean, I guess that's Auric, but as you can see, I'm still like contributing a decent amount even though I'm down. Which is like kind of crazy how much I just did right there, despite the fact that I was dead. Like, see how crazy that ability is? Maybe I should click that just to show off like just how much that can do. That was like multiple berserkers and multiple elites just in one like go. Okay. Kill him, please. Not familiar with Darktide. I like this game better than Space Marine as well. Mostly because I like the setting here a lot more than I like the Space Marines. I don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit about Space Marines. Especially not the Ultramarines. Fucking most boring of the Space Marines. I'm sorry, Space Marine fans, if there's any in the chat, but you know I'm right. Okay, do I need to... No, these Ogrins are locked in. Always feel safe. These motherfucking tox bombers. Oh my god. Okay, I actually do have to jump in. Snipe, please? Okay. Yeah, because he hangs around on the left side of your screen, so I think sometimes, like, if there's a wall to your right, the servo skull won't be able to shoot as well as normal. Okay. And I can just, like, sprint after him while the servo skull just bullies him from behind. Shit. That's a pretty brutal encounter, I'm not gonna lie. Real tough encounter here. I don't know if it's just because I'm talking or this was harder than the other org missions I did today. Could really be either. No, I think this game is really fun. It's a shame it has such a like rocky launch because I think that really hurt it. Because I think this game really does not have the audience like it deserves to have. More people should be playing this game. Because it is really, really fun and really good. And has like really good value, I think, for your money. Like one DLC here is like $12, but you can easily get like hundreds of hours out of a single like class. Because they have just that many different options you can do with them. Compared to like, you know, like a Helldivers 2 DLC, which is like, there's like one gun you might like for $10, and everything else in the war bond is like worthless. It is also much harder than Helldivers, I think, because oh my god damn. Exactly, you still die really fast, and it's just like you can't run away from anything. You actually have to, you know, fight enemies. Maybe I should equip the both Servo Skulls. I think I'm equipping the Flamethrower Servo Skull after this one. Oh my god. Oh my god, insane amount of enemies just dropped right there. Drop it again. Please, please. Okay, I'm trying. Pick him up. It's Servo Skull, please. Okay, I think the Servo Skull can't pull people up from ledges. That is good to know. Oh, hey, Sadlad, thank you for the membership. Much appreciated. W autism, indeed. I'm like not autistic enough at this game yet, though, is the problem. I still don't really know what I'm doing. No, I like it a lot. I just have not played enough of it. Because I think it is, like, very complex. And I definitely have not mastered all the complexities yet. Not even, like, close to the scale I understand Helldivers 2, at least. But, you know, according to some people, I don't understand Helldivers 2, so I may not even understand this game at all. But I don't know, I feel like I can do Oryx at least pretty comfortably, and I think at that point, like, if I can do an Auric with my own builds without being, like, hard carried, I think I can at least say something kind of useful, you know? Maybe. We'll see. But we're level 20 on the Phosphor Blaster and the sword, so we might start looking at leveling other things. Well, I hope that one's better, because the Transonic Blades I have right now are really trash. They have really bad stat distributions. Well, maybe not really bad, but they're not good. Krubra is too... Yeah, I only know the Foot Knight. The Grail Knight was added after I stopped playing. I think, like, at least, like, 4 or 5 other subclasses were added after I stopped playing. Yeah, I'm taking the Flamethrower. There were so many cases there where the Flamethrower would have helped a lot. But otherwise, I don't really know where else to go. Because these two, I don't think are... I really like the default Core Claw attack. I don't really want to switch that up too much. This seems pretty good, actually. 25% toughness on melee kill. Damage resistance while sliding, that's not bad. Detection. This whole area of the tree is, like, entirely unranged. This one's electric. This one's, like, kind of close range melee-ish and, like, tankiness. And this one's, like, crits and damage. So I feel like managing between these two is pretty good. Foot is a CC monster, while Grail Knight is a DPS monster. I see. You get both the default claw and the new one? Wait, so you choose which one to use mid-fight? Hold on. Let's go test that in a... Horizontal sweep attack seems like it could be pretty... Let's test both. Test both and see how they do. Because the Core Claw is really good against single targets already. So having a
Indeed. That is
good.
secondary, like a sweep anti-horde attack would be pretty nice. Hold for default, tap for chosen. Interesting. Wait, hold on. Okay. Oh, I did it the other way around. I see. That's still... That does a decent amount of damage, but... I don't know. Like, that seems not bad. I don't want to say that's bad, because... Almost certainly I could get some use out of that, but at the same time, I feel like I already have so many things to spend capacitance charges on. What's this one? Probing strikes. This one also seems more single target damage. Oh, it's fucking like a Wing Chun. You're doing fucking Cyborg Wing Chun on these guys. Okay, that one also seems crazy, but the heavy one is already really good against, or the normal one is already really good against, like, single targets. Like, I can already, like, not quite one-shot one of these guys, but almost. But if I charge it, it does one-shot. Okay. I don't know, wait, there's a medical kit here. I wish there was a button to recharge all your capacitance. Oh yeah, cybernetic sand. I was pretty happy with that. I came up with that month quite a while before the Skitarii was even announced. But see, this is what the Transonic Blades do. They have one mode where they're really good against, like, fleshy targets and have wide sweeping attacks. And then you can switch into, like, an armor-piercing mode, which has really good rending, or pretty good rending. And can go, like, straight for these guys here. But it's not, like, the strongest thing ever. Okay. Let's, That's good to know that you keep the default Core Claw Strike and I have the other ones, thank you. But I don't think I'm going to try this game. Maybe once I have, I guess I'm 1 point off, and I'm not quite sure what else to get. This one seems really nice, so Slaughter Protocol. And then afterwards I can get, we'll try both Axial and Probing. Okay, I also did make this Skitarii as tall as possible. because I felt like he was already pretty tall, and being able to see over the crowds to snipe specials might be pretty good. Especially because I really want to do a Skitarii build with a new plasma gun that has a AoE instead of piercing through a line. And about that, take a sip of water, because I just did. Yeah, they are stupid tall, like absolutely frame mogging these guardmans.
I'm so sorry. My mind was wandering through past glory.
All right, let's should we try new weapons? Do I have good new weapons to try? Not really. I kind of want... I tried the Skitarii Power Sword, but that one seemed so goddamn difficult to use. I was having a really hard time with that moveset. It was really complicated. But I guess I do want to try the Arc Maul. And I actually do want to start leveling up the Arc Rifle as well, and going for a full lightning build. So I'm not gonna... Hold on. Let's save this build here as what I already have. Is this one... No, exact same max damage stats. Unfortunate. Let's save this build as what is this going to be? Double knife, because I got the transonic blade. Actually, maybe the skull, because this is servo skull. And this one is going to be the arc build. So it's going to be the arc maul, and it's going to be the arc rifle. And these are a little bit lower power, so we're going to go back down to like heresy probably with these. Maybe damnation, but let's do heresy. Let's just consecrate them, because this is not too expensive to do. And it's a pretty big jump in power. Actually, it's a little expensive. Maybe I should just take it to purple, because that's 200 diamantine for a weapon I'm probably going to scrap. I love rolling with the pack. I really do wish the other blitzes, like, at least let you have a basic servo skull instead of no servo skull at all. Which is a little sad. But the Arc Maul seemed pretty good as well, because it has like a power sword activation type deal, or maybe it's more like the power falchion, where oh yeah, now I'm seeing a bunch of non-Skitaris. I was only seeing Skitaris earlier today, so I guess all the people who weren't hyped for Skitarii are logging on, or people, I guess maybe some people are bouncing off of Skitarii because it's like a little bit more complex. He does look so out of place with the other classes, but that I would have it no other way. Everyone got their Skitarii leveled, yeah, and they're just going back to their mains. That could make sense. I don't know. I feel like Skitarii would be my main, even if he wasn't new, just because I fucking absolutely love the Atmech. Scryer's Glaze, Psyker. I tried to level Psyker with Scryer's Glaze, but I kind of sucked at it. So I think that build probably only works at higher levels. What's the special here? Oh, it's just like a weapon bash. That's kind of a shame. But if I were to play Psyker, I would want to play like melee Psyker, not like yuck flame staff Psyker. It's so, I tried playing it. It's so boring. Maybe I should be looking at the tech tree and getting more art weapons, but honestly I feel like this particular build here, like, it works with literally every weapon configuration, just because the fucking, what do you call it, servo skull is just useful all the time, and having the cord claw is also useful all the time. So, you know, there's like, you're not really losing anything. That's a bad hit. I don't think this is a good bossing weapon, but I am yakking the one, so I don't want to get swallowed either. Okay. You actually do need to be a little bit accurate with this. I was kind of expecting it would, like, auto-aim a little. Like, I guess I just assumed it would be like the Helldivers arc weapons, but no real reason it would be like that. I do wish the arc sounded a little bit more OP. It does not sound very powerful, even if it might be with more use. Still love Arvidas. Yeah, Arvidas, like, might be my third favorite class. I actually like Veteran a lot. But right now, I actually am loving Skitarii, and I don't know if that's gonna... It's gonna stay that way. Maybe it's just like recency bias, but it might. We'll see. Yeah, maybe the arc rifle does need that build to a proper arc build to really shine. We'll see. Because the way it works, if I remember correctly, is that you arc up one enemy, and then the more you shoot that enemy, it spreads to others as well. And it seems like the direct damage is also not bad at all. Okay. Ooh, I do like this shock maul. I like all the shock maul variants, if I'm gonna be honest. Shock mauls are just fun weapons. I actually do have really good wordplay with the arc rifle, so I could be using that a little bit. But I think the team has abandoned. And it sounds like they're fucking fighting a demonize. So that might be bad. Also, they're kind of fucking annoying to hit with the cord claw. But I think we can maybe kill them. Yeah, we got him. Oh, that gives us a bunch of relics, actually, so that wasn't completely useless. But now we're in a bad spot, because the rest of the team did not follow us into it. Oh, and that guy just, like, abandoned me to fight. Okay, no, he's still That was a little rough, but we're doing okay. Oh, I do have the flamethrower one. I forgot about that. That would have been useful right there. It's pretty much just a Cypher, or not a Cypher, a Zealot flame grenade in that mode, which is pretty fucking nice. More Mechanicus weapons. I was pretty disappointed to not see the rad weapons. I really wanted to make like a complete like Skitarii Vanguard, but no rad weapons is a little kind of put a damper on that. I guess I could do it with the plasma gun, because I'm pretty sure Vanguards also use plasma guns. And the plasma gun's like insanely fun, right? So I'm definitely gonna use it anyway on any class that can use it. That gun is so fun. I was using the plasma gun like a couple days ago on the veteran, and I was like, damn, I really wish the railgun like did that, where it could just pierce through infinite enemies. And it wouldn't even be like that much of a fucking divers, because enemies don't line up as much. It would just like be cool, you know? I think I ate that Medstin that was meant for somebody else. But, you know, maybe I'll take it. Okay, every beauty there's ever been. And every hound there's ever been. Okay. Oh, this is like that event that spawns all the hounds. Okay. Let's zap some of these guys. I think Arbitas and Skitarii probably have crazy synergy, because Skitarii loves having enemies be arced, and so does Arbitas. Both of them do a lot of arc effects and damage. Okay, actually, I kind of want the med station. Of course, nobody's gonna come and get him. Oh, no. Yeah. Maybe I should take the extra ammo node for this build. And move away from crits, I guess, because I don't think crits are going to be as important here. I'm like trying to think about what I want to do for this specific build. Can I get to okay, the arc is feeling pretty good, even without any like real investment into arc weapons, or like any real blessings into this. But this is also just heresy. So that might be skewing things. Flamer Skull and Arc Rifle or pure solid. Yeah, I think the Flamer Skull, it was a really big mistake not to bring it. Because my logic was I want to save all my my blitzes for Medicaid Skulls. But I feel like Medicaid Skulls, it's like you don't use that many blitzes. You only really need that one use that's going to save you from a game over. And beyond that, like, you really don't need more than that. You can, as long as you have one servo skull available, you should be okay. But the servo skull, the flame servo skull does feel a little awkward to use, unfortunately. I feel like I fuck up the placement pretty frequently, so maybe I'll just get used to it in the future. Post-nerf plasma used to cleave 5 times as much. Damn, it's a shame. It already feels like crazy strong. So I don't know if the nerf might have been justified. I did not see what it was like before, but I did not for a single second think this thing is too weak while I was using it. It felt insane. But like insane in like a fun way. Like there was still it wasn't like completely brainless, I don't think. Even if it doesn't require as much as something like a health board, you know. Medicaid School is more of a support build with a phosphor. I don't know. I think if you have the Servo Skull Blitz at all, which you probably should, because it seems like the best one. Like, it's also just one talent point to get all the other blitzes. To get all the other skulls I mean. And I feel like every skull is really useful. Oh, hello. Okay. Let's take these arcs up.
Now it won't die.
Oh my god, was that the fucking arc rifle that did that? It's just the sound on the arc rifle is not like not super punchy. What game is that? This is Dark Tide. It just got a new class DLC today. That was very, very hyped up. A lot of people are very excited for this, including myself, and so far I'm not disappointed. But this game is really fun. I definitely recommend picking it up, even especially if it goes on sale. I still think it's like kind of criminal that more people don't play this game. Just because it had like a really terrible launch that I think burned away a lot of people. That's kind of what happened to me. Is it also co-op? Yes. And the co-op is much better than Helldivers, if you ask me. Because there's like a lot of co-op abilities and talents. And you're actually like pushed to stick with your team. Do I need... No, the RBS needs that one active. Like there's a lot of like collaborative elements in here where like you're encouraged to stay with your team. There's a ton of mechanics that push you to stay close to the team, unlike Helldivers. So like lone wolfing is like straight up not a good idea. You can still do it, but you have to be really, really cracked, and it's a little bit selfish. Just because of how this one is set up. Build variety? This game has crazy build variety. Every class, I want to say, probably has like at least 5 plus viable, like really good builds, and like probably close to a dozen like builds that are viable at the very least, and then like even more just like fun but kind of bad builds on top of that. There's like, oh, that's kind of bad. Can I? No, I can't get him. Shit. I think he's just cooked, yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, we will remember your sacrifice. Oh, wait, can I get up here? Well, the trapper found their way up here, but, no. Oh, if there wasn't that wall there, I could have saved him with a Servo Skull. That's sad. Lots of, bonuses. I should really have reloaded this earlier, because this seems like the perfect window of opportunity for that. However, I do not like these new shield enemies, if I'm going to be honest. The new shield chaff is kind of annoying. They are really tanky, and they don't feel very interesting to fight. And the first time I fought them, I was like, uh-oh, this feels like heavy pen hive cards again. So I guess there might be one L to the patch, and it's those guys. I feel like just making a chaff unit really tanky for no reason, but not making them any more dangerous is just kind of inadvisable. Game also made by Swedish developer, yes, but I think these Swedish developers were humbled a little bit at their launch, and ever since then they seem to have actually learned lessons from the mistakes they've made. So they seem capable of learning, and I think they have like improved quite a bit. So I don't think it's nearly as bad as Arrowhead is. Though I'm sure there's plenty of controversies and bullshit I'm not aware of because I wasn't too plugged into this game's development for quite a while. But overall, I think the studio does seem a lot better than Arrowhead. That's a pretty scary encounter over there. So we like, these guys. I think that was a little small. So well, it's at least set a couple of the Ragers on fire. Oh, that was scary. I am gonna eat one of those because something else will. Auto Death Stingray, yeah. This game is pretty poorly optimized. I have to run it with DLSS or like upscalers, but at least the upscalers work, and they seem to work really well. Like I turn on the upscaler and the game looks good, and my performance is actually so much better. So they are actually seem like functional, even though I typically prefer to avoid upscalers. But like I feel like the game looks good, and I'm not having any performance issues when I have that upscaler active. How fast they fixed plasma scans? Do you think the shield bros? I don't know if the shield bros are like broken. I just like instinctively did not like them, but that might be on me. I'm really not sure. I still do think that just like making random chat enemies like really tanky is not a good decision in this kind of game. It just like slows down the pace. I don't know if that's a hot take. I don't remember what as soon as that was a hot take. I'm a little out of it right now because I'm trying to focus on growing and learning new things at the same time. Can't please everybody at the same time. Yeah, but you know, there's paths where you please a lot more people than some other paths where you please a lot fewer people, you know? Like, it doesn't mean that you can't please everybody, that you should try to please no one, you know? I feel like that's, you can't please everybody has been used as an excuse when it really should not be one. Okay, this segment is pretty tough, if I remember correctly.
Function has claimed the house.
Abominable filth.
Cannot find that hound, so we should be okay. Helldivers 2 was pretty universally praised. Yeah, it's like, at launch, like, everybody loved Helldivers 2. Like, Arrowhead was, like, worshipped. And I think that went to their head so bad, and they have never recovered from that. Like, they still think they're that studio that made, like, launch Helldivers that everybody loves. And everybody that's mad with them is just like, oh, they're just haters, right? Who just love hating. That's honestly what I think, at least some people at Arrowhead thinks. Obviously, it's not, like, a high time, right? Everybody's got different opinions there, but it would explain a lot of their behavior. But obviously, 2026... Oh, wait, I can use my service goal to do that. I love that. I still love that you can automatically do the mini-games with the service goal. Really, really cool thing. I'm a big fan of classes being able to do utility, things like that. Like how the Ogren can... I missed the quote class. Like how the Ogren can carry like, things faster. I wish more classes could do objectives or interact with the environment in like unique ways a bit more. Okay. I don't think I can hit you, but my service skill can absolutely do something for us. Okay. Excellent stratagem, or not stratagem. Excellent, too much talking about how I was too. Excellent ability. Helldivers 2 at launch was an accident. I still can't wrap my head around that, man. Like, that would explain a lot, but genuinely, how do you make a good game by accident? Like, I guess it had to happen sooner or later at some point, right? By the law of big numbers, like, there's a lot of video games that have been made. At some point, somebody was going to make a really good one by accident. So I guess we were just unlucky enough to experience that in our lifetimes. It's such a weird situation. I've kind of given up trying to understand, like, the way Arrowhead thinks or why they do what they do, because really only madness lies that way is the best way to put that. Just a bizarre studio with bizarre priorities. And a bizarre community, of course. We're gonna be annoying, so let's see who else pretty close to us. I do have 4 blitzes. Oh, I guess, see, look at how fucking good that ability is. That sniper was a million miles away. And the Servo Skull just sniped the shit out of him. It's so good. That might get nerfed, the Noosphere activation ritual. Because it is genuinely like such a good run talent thing with such a low investment. Like every single fucking Servo Skull Blitz like add-on is crazy powerful. Okay, let's get this here. I think this is gonna be very auspicious positioning. Okay, well, it's gonna help out Snurd at the very least. Fail to address very obvious bugs. Yeah, that's like the irredeemable, like the most irredeemable thing is how Arrowhead handles their bugs. It's so bad and like really inexcusable. Like, of course, they make a lot of bad decisions as well, but the lack of bug fixing, or lack of timely bug fixing, I think is really what is, like, actively killing Helldivers 2 the most. Maybe I should have put that first in that video I made, but, okay, Servo Skull. Crazy. I definitely did not need to do that. That was just a flex. And flexing is not necessary. Because the mission's over. Okay. The arc rifle's feeling pretty good right now. It definitely seems like one of the better automatic weapons. Especially because I haven't built into it at all. So maybe we'll be looking at the talent tree after this one. And building into arc a bit more. I'm gonna miss the Servo Skull, but we should at least try take this charge. Honestly, all of these Skitarii ranged weapons seem really good. The Galvanic Rifle is just like the Hellbore on crack. It's like you can delete any specialist. The Phosphor Pistol is the Stub Revolver on steroids. It's crazy. The Arc Rifle is pretty unique. I don't know what equivalent it has, but it's just really good as well. Feel bad for bringing Helldivers 2 while watching Dark Tide? Don't feel bad. I mean, like, as much as I probably don't want to... as upsetting as it is to be tied to a game with so many ups and downs as Helldivers 2, like, I am still, like, primarily a Helldivers 2 YouTuber, right? I tried to distance myself from that a little bit, but it's just, like, I don't think I'm going to be able to with this channel. If I ever make a second channel, maybe, but... Arc Rifle is like a Recon Lasgun with more punch. I see the Recon Lasgun a little bit. I think the Recon Lasgun really likes headshots, though. And the Arc Rifle doesn't really give a fuck about headshots. But okay. Let's go over some talent tree nonsense. So, I think we're going to kill the Servo Skull, and I think we're going to lose some nodes here. Just to... This one's pretty good. Well, weak spot kills. We'll keep it. Because I want to go hard into arc. Okay. Electro Strike Conduit, not that good when I don't have any arc crit. This I want to keep because these are all really good over here. Redline Capacitors plus Core Claw Strike is such a good... Ooh, but I also want to try Voltaic Emitter, I guess, so... Maybe just totally reset. Totally reset. So, Auto Repair Doctrine. Auto Repair Doctrine is pretty crazy. And... Power Overload. What does this one do? Okay, this is just like a temporary buff you get every so often. Cleansing Protocols actually seems pretty nice. That's a lot of crit. If I'm not building into Core Claw Strike. 2.5. Because this gives you a... Yeah, crit chance. Oh, that's pretty fucking good. Alright, let's build down here a little bit. We might even get a... Bow Render, because Cleave and Rending is not bad. But we could also get... Coherency Toughness. That is also not bad. Okay. 25%. Weak spot damage is pretty good. Ooh, but that's also pretty good. Melee. This seems just good all the time, actually. This seems just like a decent thing. And let's get Cleansing Protocols. An Arc. The cleave will be nice. Actually, it's a good point. Absolutely, we're going to get critical. Ability replenishes all stacks. It's not that useful. Max stacks 8. That seems pretty good. Elite and specialist restore an additional 5% capacitance. That's not bad. Okay. Our repair doctrines. Stun immunity. That's not that good. Since we're building crit, I think more electrocution is going to be good. 12 toughness when electrocuting enemies. We're going to be doing a lot of that. We're going to go for the arc grenade. Just to see what that's like. Range weapons malfunction. Actually, that seems really good. This is a crazy tree, yeah. That's not bad, but let's save some talent points because we're not sure where we're going to pass. 10 damage versus electrocuted. That's pretty good. No, this is kind of... That seems whatever. Attack. This seems really good as a panic button. And then we'll take emitter is what we want. Each charge deals 15 attack speed. That seems okay. This seems really good. And let's try voltaic arcs and see how that works out. Brittleness is good. I think cleave and rending for the whole team is going to be good. Okay, we still have quite a few points to work with. Let's maybe build a little bit into the Vanguard side. 1 capacitance each second. This is pretty good, and it's right here, so we might grab it. Weak spot damage is also not bad, just for headshots with the mace specifically. Galvanize. I'm not sure. I kind of want extra ammo for the arc rifle because it seems to chew through ammo pretty fast. Almost seems like venting shriek with Psyker. Actually, I see that a little bit. I think if you went into redline capacitors plus voltaic emitters, that would be pretty similar to voltaic shriek. There's so much with this class. This is a crazy class. It is so complex. I'm totally okay with that, by the way, but I really like target prioritization psalms. That is fucking hard to say. And while I'm here, I mean, 20% revive speed is so good. This seems really good to save your team. Well, this is like a very rough. And just some extra melee damage. Yeah, all these things are good. This is a very rough arc build, focusing on arc. So we will see how that feels. Oh man, losing my homies, the skulls is so painful. Again, I really wish you got to keep at least one basic servo skull when you were doing a non-servo skull blitz. I feel like that would really help the other servo skulls work. Darktide, the game I never understood. There is a lot to chew through. I think it's like... Darktide is really complicated if you try and start from the top and work the way down, but I think if you start like at a noob level and like slowly work your way up without thinking too much about like late game builds or whatever, it's pretty digestible. It's kind of like the same deal as Path of Exile, right? Like the tree is horrifying, like the skill tree when you look at it, nightmare, you hear boss music, but when you're actually playing and learning for the first time, you're like, oh, I'm using a bow, so I'm going to go towards this bow damage node. And it turns out to not be that hard. And then before you know it, like you're pretty familiar with the systems, and then you can move on to more complicated stuff pretty easily, you know? Cybernetic Stan? Yeah, he's back. What do you if he's not on Cyber Stan, he gotta do something in his free time. Moonlights as a Skitarii. You would like Ogryn? I do like Ogryn, actually. I have my Ogryn max level, and I was going to do a slab shield build, but I decided to hold off on Darktide videos for a minute, because I feel like people were only going to give a shit about Skitarii, right? Ogryn is a lot of fun. I do like him. Ogryn's the big guy. He's like simultaneously one of the easier classes and also one of the harder classes. It's a bit odd how that ends up working out.
I hope you're
I still think Arvidas is the easiest class, like by far. This is that the way? That is the way. It's Dark Sunblast. But Arvidas is like DLC, so most people don't get him as often. But yeah, he's a big lad. I like how Fat Shark likes having different character sizes, like they did with Barden and now the Skitarii too as well. It's just like a cool thing you don't see a lot of games do. I'm gonna miss my Core Plus Strike, I can tell. I mean, I'm gonna have a miserable time this mission because I don't have a flashlight. Low-key, I'm kind of tempted to just leave. I don't know how to screw over the team. Let's just start actually. Let's not do that. The fucking dog. That was such horseshit. The dog forced the fucking burster into me with his lunge. That was so mean. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Well, I'm not out of ammo. I was just not reloaded. Blackout is rough. Yeah, this game does not work with like pitch black darkness like this. It's like Helldivers and their fucking visibility issues. Maybe the Swedes just love not seeing anything. Or Swedish game developers, at least. I don't want to stereotype the entire country, just their video game developers. I don't know. It's just like in a horror game, not seeing stuff is cool, but in this type of game, it's just like kind of annoying. And like, you're too strong in this game for it to be a horror game, you know? I don't know. It just feels like, ooh, that's, I'm dead. No, I caught onto the ledge at last second. I really wish I could see. Yeah, I can't see at some points, we still enjoy it. Yeah, it's bad for streaming too, which is unfortunate. Maybe I should be more discerning instead of just so quick matching constantly. That might not be unwise. Oh, if I do hold take flash, I can see the map for like half a second, so I just gotta spam it. Let's clear out some of these guys. Yeah, the arc rifle feels pretty good to just like weave into like a crowd mid attack. It's a pretty fun weapon. I still think I probably like the phosphor pistol the best so far. Oh my! Holy! You okay? The arc grenade might be a little strong. That was more damage than I thought it could do. Is it good against bosses too? No, it's not that good. I really would like to get an arrow. Okay, now I can. This is definitely a lot less good against bosses than the Port Claw build is. Okay, but we got it. I'm gonna eat that though. That was a cool. The arc grenade is kind of crazy. Holy shit. Those were like crushers too and maulers. I mean, I know this is only heresy, but listen, the shield might be ass, but that doesn't mean the Blitz is or the service was the only good one. That's pretty wild. I will be using more of the arc grenade, I can tell you that much. I still think the first video I'm going to do is on the build we just used with the phosphor pistol and like triple servo scroll, because that one feels pretty good. But this one, I'm not going to lie, also feel pretty good so far. Okay, let's get you back now. Where's that flash? Oh, right here. Oh, I can't use my little servo skull buddy, unfortunately. Ooh. Almost got griefed right there. considering how slow our Beast and Nurgle kill was, I don't think this team is very good at bossing. Oh wait, is it in the way? I think if we go this way, we should be okay. Okay, if we all get caught, we might be okay. Now we got the demon host, super bad. I hope it's not on me, because it actually might be. It's on me. Well, I'm just gonna take it away from everybody. And just, like, kind of let it kill me so it doesn't, like, fuck up the entire team. No, don't chase it. We can't kill it. We can't kill it. Actually... Okay, he died trying to kill the thing that was leaving anyway, so that was... I think I should maybe have communicated that better. Damn. Right. Well, okay, we get to leave that awful night mission, so that's not the end of the world, low-key. Ragers? I thought there was, like, one Crusher in there. Maybe I didn't see too well because it was night, but I feel like there was a... At least a... Maybe it was a Bulwark. I didn't see, but I felt like there was an Ogre or two. Still felt good, though. Let's try it again on a less dogshit mission. If I quick play again, are you going to give me the night mission again? I really hope not, but let's see. It's good that there are effective options for the class already. Yeah, I agree. It's definitely not all made equal, for sure. But it seems pretty okay as far as new voices go. There's definitely gonna be some tweaking. How does this game work? If you've ever played Left 4 Dead, it's like Left 4 Dead with a bigger emphasis on melee and build crafting. It has like an RPG like skill tree and things like that, and a bunch of customization for the weapons. But it is very much that Left 4 Dead formula where you like progress through story missions and like fight hordes with like very dangerous specials and disablers, so you need to stick together with your team. So if you've ever played that game, you're gonna be familiar with the formula. Oh, we're back in the night mission. I even register that. Okay. It's not even a night mission, it's just a see nothing mission. Damn. Well, I am too stubborn to quit. No, but I really, really like this game. It's a little rough on performance, but it does have, like, very competent upscalers, so I'm not having too many problems, like, actually playing the game with the upscalers active. Without the upscalers, I have a miserable time. But with them, it's okay, which I guess is, as long as there's a way to play them, it's okay. Okay, somebody just fell on the edge of it. Yeah. That tends to happen. Please no team host here. I go whoosh. I love Ogre play. I love Ogre mates. They're always so fun. The only time I've seen an Ogre player be toxic was a heavy, like, Ogre being toxic to another Ogre, and that honestly felt more appropriate, so I didn't, that one at least made sense for the characters, but otherwise they tend to be very nice. What just happened? Oh, that just happened. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty bad. That was a lot of emotions. Okay, this time I can't rage quit as soon as I die. I would only be quitting. Oh yeah, but it's cooked anyway. They triggered the demon house. No, we're not doing that night mission. I gotta look. I'm not quick matching anymore. It's just absolutely not fun to play. Quick reminder to take a sip of water, of course. It's not fun to play, but it's also just not... I don't think it's fun to watch. I would not enjoy watching that if I were you guys, so... Let's, what was that one? That was a power supply interruption. That's the one we want to avoid. Relics in Ruin. Yeah, let's do this one. Because that's the event, so hopefully a lot of people should be there and we should be able to matchmake decently quickly. Man, I really want to unlock the Skitarii Vanguard cosmetics, but I'm too lazy to do the penances. Even Ogryn builds are fun. Tanky with Slap Shield, Hitty with a Matic, Shooty with a Heavy Stubber. Shooty Ogryn? I wish Gunlugger Ogryn was better. Because, Point Blank Barrage is just really bad.
Our favourite heretics are brewing a pathogen in a fuel refinery. You can get in through flow control.
That was like the first thing I was drawn to Ogryn was a Point Blank Barrage, like Heavy Stubber build, and I couldn't make it work. I'd see you enjoy some RTS games in the future. Yeah, I would love to play RTS games. I think when Dawn of War 4 come out and Total War 40k come out, I might make a second channel just to play strategy games. Alright, let me make sure he gets the full Skitty experience. Is there not that many? I feel like I was only running into Skitaris earlier. I just haven't seen another one in a while. Hold on, I didn't get to type my binary message. There we go. It's just nonsense, but he doesn't know that. But there's a lot of good RTS games coming out in the near future that I would actually really enjoy covering.
You there? Anybody there? Anybody there?
Hold on, I'm gonna turn down my audio.
Yeah.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Voice chat volume. I feel bad, but I think that's just gonna be bad for the stream to have people yapping. I do not mind having a shield bubble cycler. That is always a good inclusion to the team. Yeah, so see, this Skitarii build feels a lot more like veteran, because you're definitely encouraged to stand back and do a lot more shooting than the last build I was doing. So I feel like it's a very open-ended class. I guess veteran is also pretty open-ended, but it feels even more open-ended than veteran. I have no problem. I usually like don't mind when like randoms talk at all. I can even enjoy it. You know, it's fun to have people talking. But if I'm streaming, you know, I feel like that's a different story. You know, it's LARP, it's roleplay. My Skitarii doesn't speak English or fucking Gothic, whatever the stupid 40k name for English is. I forget. I do wish there was a Skitarii voice line that only spoke in binary. That would have made me really happy. I'm kind of sad there isn't. Okay. But you know, what can we do? Low Gothic and High Gothic, that's what it is. Yeah, that's my RP. Only speaks binary and not Low Gothic. God, 40k lore is so funny. People like don't know how funny 40k lore is. Because it's like, it seems so edgy on the surface, but there's so many goofy elements to it. My favorite 40k lore, like, goofy element is how the Land Raider isn't called the Land Raider because it raids on land. It's because the guy who invented it was called, like, John Land. I don't think he was actually called John Land, but his name was something Land. I think it's so funny for some reason. Okay, Tox Mask is quite annoying. Arkin Land, okay. Alright. Glad I have a 40k lore guy in the chat so I can improve my lore knowledge. Because 40k seems to be popping off these last couple of years. Yeah, discovered the STC because nobody invents things in 40k. I forgot about that as well. This arc rifle's kind of fucking nuts. I mean, again, heresy, but who knows? Maybe it'll still be pretty good on higher difficulties. I saw a lot of other Skitaris using it when I was still seeing other Skitaris. I would like to if at all possible. Let's see this guy. Yeah, that 20% revive speed mode is so good. I feel like maxing revive speed is actually just always a good play. Because, like, sure, you don't need revive speed 9 times out of 10, but that 1 time out of 10 you do need it. That's, like, when there's a high risk of losing the game when you don't have it, you know? I saw that coming from a mile.
In the final analysis, they are all dead bodies. to drop.
That was unfortunate. I saw that coming and I could not do anything about it. I was too committed. I saw the barrel like light on fire while we were close to the edge, and it's just my light flashed before my eyes. I don't know. I believe in this Arvidas. These guys, I feel like out of all the classes to clutch, Arvidas is really, really good because he's got the dog to save him from disablers, and he's just so tanky. Yeah, he even gets coherency bonus if he has that that node, and we're right there, so okay. That like, out of how horrible that could have gone, that went a lot less horrible than it could have. That was a pretty painless recovery from a very painful event. Okay, I'm still not too familiar with how this thing honestly, I didn't even read will take discharge all that well. I just kind of assume it's like a venting shriek, where you just like pop it when you have a bunch of fastest charges and everything around you has a bad time. Or maybe I should be saving that thing more, because that was not I think I also need to make better use of the Shock Maul special mode, because you build up charges decently quickly.
Little more than decoys. Sent to distract, see, and die.
Damn, the single target on the arc rifle is also not bad. Havoc Maelstrom, that would have been a Maelstrom that would have been a lot worse. Yeah, I think we just got lucky with the spawn. Like that could have been a GG even for Harrison. Oh, I need to go and check the vendor as well, because I think it's probably refreshed by now. Do what? How many charges does it have? I do only have one wound, so I'm gonna eat one. And Arvidas definitely is like decently squishy. I think it's the biggest weakness of the class, is relatively squishy. Not like the squishiest ever, but definitely not a tanky class. Which is a shame that the repulsor field sucks so much, because it would be really good. Saving for bosses? Yeah, but you get so many of them, and I can electrocute with everything in my build right now, you know? So I feel like if anything, I'm not spamming this enough. Because you can even use it at like a one charge, and that still is like pretty decent. I'm just waiting for 3 fastest charges, you know? Are they still struggling over there? Let me go actually help them. Okay, no, they're good now. Blitz come back pretty fast. Not the blitzes, the abilities. The only blitz that recharges on our Skitarii is like his default little bitch one, bitch Servo Skull. That is honestly really bad. Okay. So that doesn't seem to stop rushes too much. But we still seem to do pretty decent crushing damage overall. Okay, this is a pretty fun build. I'm liking both of these builds so far. I would be taking those grenades. This is just a cool class, man. I don't know how much of it is like my admech, like fanboy speaking up, or how much of it is like this is actually like a really well-designed class, but I think it might be both. God, I wish we had like a proper arc rifle in Helldivers too. It's such a shame that the only arc weapon or arc primary we have is the fucking busted ass blitzer. I'm gonna take my leave. It's good to learn about Dark Tide. Yeah, thanks for showing up. I hope even if you don't get this game, I think it's like fun to watch as well. I like watching other people play it too. This is just a cool game. It is a lot to get into, but I don't know if it's, especially if it's on sale at some point for like $20. I think it's 100% worth it. It's probably still worth it at $40 if I'm gonna be honest. There's a lot of content, and it's I think overall a lot more polished than Helldivers 2. Plus, I think it's having a resurgence, so I think I feel like now's a pretty good time to get into Dark Tide. I think more people are like playing it than in a long time. There were queues when I booted up, actual queues, like server queues, which was shocking because so many people were trying to play Skitarii. Got the game yesterday. Got an ogre that made Rose Rocks. That's beautiful, Cactus. Thank you for the donation. And I'm glad the rock build is so fun. All the ogre grenades are so fun.
Join up with one another. Form a group.
Just a really great class all around.
Evergreen!
Ooh, I will be taking some ammo. I think it's a good class to start with. I really do want to make an ogre build at some point. I think I already had like a pretty decent one. I just didn't make a video on it. Why throw a grenade when you can throw the entire box? Yeah. It's so, like, all the ogre grenades are so fun. I can never pick which one I actually want to run. Because I love the rock, obviously, because it's more of a big rock at people. But I also love, like, the frag bomb. But then also, the grenade box is really fun. Like, it's just extremely fun class all around. It does struggle a little bit on higher difficulties, but up until you get to, like, Auric Maelstroms, I think ogre is, like, insanely fun. And even on like higher difficulty, you can absolutely make him work. I was just bad, probably. Yeah, but even if you don't buy, this isn't like Helldivers where you kind of need to buy some of the DLC to like participate. Like all the base classes are really well fleshed out in Dark Tide. Like you definitely do not need to get Skitarii or Arvidas or Hivescom to have a good time. Like, they are, like, add-ons to the base game, not, like, the majority of content. You just aren't invincible tank on Orc because nobody is, yeah. I don't know, maybe he should be. I at least think Ogrin should have, like, some resistances right now to, like, projectile attacks and maybe to even, like, some disablers. Because it feels a little silly that, like, a mutant is able to toss an Ogrin around as easily as he can toss, like, a 110-pound cycle around, you know? So, I don't know. I do think Ogrin needs, like, a little bit to be, like, the big, dumb caveman class he, like, was always meant to be. I'm not hitting my shots with this. Okay, this part can be annoying sometimes. That was a good shield double. Okay, please get that one. A lot of people hurt themselves out by maxing their Ogrin. I can't read that last word. It's a stupid little part he's talking about. Ogrin body size. It's understandable. Ah, I see. People want to be the biggest Ogrin and it does end up hurting them. I didn't even consider that. I actually have no idea what size I am now, Ogrin. Maybe I should make an ogre. Make him an ogre manlet. Ogrenlet. Button. And we should be pretty good soon. I'm actually surprised the game isn't on sale right now, because I was like trying to shill it to my friend, because I think he might like it. I was like, oh yeah, it's 100% going to go on sale when like Skitarii drops, and it didn't. It was kind of shocking. I feel like it would have been a really good time to pop out soon. Even Small Surgeon is bigger than all the other characters. He might be the same height as the tallest Skitarii, actually. The Skitarii's pretty tall, but he's definitely a lot wider. Like, that is undeniable.
Sniper! Kill him!
Where is that? Got his hands.
Trapper!
The arc rifle's not super accurate, but it is pretty good. I kind of want to change this up. Wait, I just realized I'm with 3 fucking cops. I don't like hanging out with this many police officers. It stresses me out. Well, I guess I'm not the loose cannon today. That's my favorite archetype. He's so base. I love the loose cannon. Uh-oh. Oh, hey. That could have been, bad like it was earlier. This is a scary spot to be in. Do we need another arc grenade? Actually, I think we're good. Yeah. Okay, yeah, arc build is actually kind of crazy. And this is like a really rough, like, not super well thought out version of the arc build. I think if you really optimize this, you could, like, absolutely brutalize these difficulties. Oh, hello. However, you are not good against bosses. So I guess you probably want to get a boss in the melee weapon, or build your shock maul specifically for bossing. Your range with the maul is pretty good, actually. This is not a terrible weapon against the boss. Don't see a lot of hype scum players. Yeah, it seems like a very technical class, and it's also like not. It's like when people think of Warhammer, they don't think of like hype scum, right? They're gonna think of guardsmen or like Zealot or things like that. But I still think it's like cool that they added like hype scum. That Fat Shark is actually like adding characters that you would not see in other 40k games. Because like, what other 40k game lets you play as a Skitarii or an Arbides or like a hype scum Gengar, you know? I think that's a cool niche to go into. There's so many 40k games where you just play as John Space Marine, right? Or I guess it's mostly just John Space Marine. Yeah, this might be a little too I don't know if this grenade's gonna do anything, but I want to try this. No, the arc grenade is not very good against the bosses, unfortunately. Okay, well, I think we did get payback, at least. Have to please the Necromunda fans. Are there still Necromunda fans? I feel like it's pretty old. I'm gonna eat that. I'm also gonna eat this, actually. Necromunda was like the tabletop, like hype scum game, right? If I remember correctly, it was like kind of like Battlefield Gothic, where it was in the 40k universe, but it wasn't directly. It was like an alternative game to the tabletop. I don't know. I'm not plugged into the tabletop lore at all. I don't know any figure or any miniatures or anything like that. Pretty dedicated fan base. Old specialist game fans. Yeah, I could see that actually. But I feel like that's like still a pretty small group of people. So I guess this is like with a video game they would be playing, because this is the only one that takes place like in a Hive City. I guess there was that one game that what was it called? It was like the I Divine Cybermancy devs made it, and it wasn't very good, but it was in a Hive City. I think it might actually have just been called Necromunda. That might have been the name of the game. I remember not liking it very much, though, unfortunately, even though I did like I Divine Cybermancy quite a bit. Oh, it is just called Necromunda? Okay, that's the one I was thinking of. I don't love this, this fog either. I gotta be careful with the arc build. Demon host, because yeah, I'm scared of arcing them. Uh-oh, I reactivated again. This is the problem with this build. I still don't know what the best way to deal with bosses is here. But I do feel like this is what you want to do if you want to do pure RR. This will be shocking all plus arc weapon. I didn't have my special turn on, but that will probably be tough. It's pretty scary. How do you get out of this crap monitor? The high ground still is toxic. Oh no, we have 2 Arbidas and 1 Cypher. Yeah, that's where the shield was coming from. He just looks like an Arbidas. Okay, shield guy's kind of annoying. Not too difficult, but just annoying. Uh-oh. can see. Too much trouble. I think the arc rifle is like especially cracked against like enemy shooters because they tend to clump up a lot, and this thing seems to one tap them pretty easily. It's also not bad against specials. It seems just like good a good all-rounder.
Don't leave comrades behind. Let me help, oppressor. Leave me here.
I do not want to get that. I think more people need that ammo than me. That is disgusting. I don't like seeing that. Okay, definitely use our cooldowns on that. This is such a different build from the last one we played. Very impressive that these two builds exist in the same class and are both like seemingly viable. Because this feels like it feels like I'm playing a different class than the Servo Skull Transonic build that I was playing earlier. It's like that different. Okay, we lost Conrad.
You should know I bear you
Let's
no
take a sip
ill
of water
will.
while we wait.
Your service outweighs your origins.
I appreciate this greatly. Your view and companionship.
Okay, I think we'll move up to Damnation
We
after
are
this
still
one.
a way to go before companionship.
Perhaps by your standards. Perhaps
I
those
feel
of
like the Skitaris not talking too much to the rejects. I haven't seen too much dialogue between him and them so far. But I've been paying super a crazy amount of attention to him. Miss. Did not dodge that too well. 2 health bars. I don't get that, Cactus. Am I stupid? I feel like I'm missing something. Let's get this interrogator.
protocol engaged.
Oh, I don't even have the Servo Skull for this build. That's gonna be tough. It's not gonna be tough. It's gonna be like every other class. Have to do with their hands instead of a Servo Skull. I say Snort. Great name. 2 health before capture. Oh yeah, the what are they called? Runes, I think. I think you can even increase that, and some classes like benefit from that. Like, see, Conrad has like 5. I think because he's equipped items that let him equip more, or have more runes. If you look at the bottom left. And I know Zealot has a build, or like a keystone, where he does more damage the more runes he's missing. So he's like very incentivized to like have a bunch of runes and then lose them. But of course, it's like a very glass cannon-y build. Yeah, there's a lot of builds in this game, and they'll very like dramatically change the how to play the characters. Like, that's what I mean when I say like the value of DLC in this game is like insanely good. Like, again, $12, and you easily get like hundreds of hours of gameplay if you really look for it. And even if you don't look for it, you can easily get like 100 hours of gameplay. Like, without even being sweaty and trying to come up with a bunch of different builds. Like, that's just how much stuff you can do with each class if you're really so inclined. But of course, you never know if you're gonna like the class until you play it. But I haven't played a class I straight up did not like yet. Like, even Cypher, which I think is my least favorite class, there's still like cool things in it I want to do. And like, I still want to level it. I'm sure that made somebody mad if Cypher's my least favorite class, but maybe I just didn't get him. I feel like I played a good amount of Cypher at launch, and then now he's so different. Probably better, but just different is enough to throw in there. Oh, Conrad got it. What did he tap up there? His Fox Burster. Oh, into the abyss it goes. I do love the activate mode on this thing. It's pretty satisfying to use. I'm definitely not helping the team out right now. Psycho Void Strike Void Strike staff is your favorite. Is that the one where you do like an AoE on the ground? I remember liking that staff a lot on the Witch in Vermintide, because she had a very similar one. But, I don't think I've used this one in this game, so maybe I would like that staff. Headshot entire waves? Oh, maybe I'm thinking of a different staff. Because I don't think you can headshot with the ground AoE. Or maybe you can, honestly. I don't know how it works in this game. It's the artillery one that has an explosive projectile. I see. Yeah, maybe I should go and level up Cypress. I mean, I'm going to be focused on Skitarii for a minute, right? And probably still doing the Helldivers content, because it just gets more views and makes more money, so I kind of got to do it. And there's still a couple things that are worth covering right now, I think. I do want to do one of the cyborgs that are bad. Specifically to see if the Vox engine changes are actually good or not. But they seem to be, so I don't think I'm going to have a miserable time. Unlike the Ballistic Shield video I just released today, where I did have a fucking awful time in that mission. That was not fun. The squids are in a bad state. Yeah, what was the mission right now? I've not been using
Entering final iterative phase.
I'm sure I need to reload, unfortunately. Okay. The fucking arc rifle, it just does everything. It's good against specialists, it's good against hordes. I do see the recon last gun comparison in that vein. It's like a recon last gun if it traded the one target DPS for like an AoE. That's the best way I would describe how this feels to use. And a little bit of crowd control as well. Squids ever really been in a good state? Actually, I thought the squids were really fun for a while. When flesh mobs got nerfed and elevated overseers got nerfed, I thought they were in a really good place. And then Arrowhead in their Infinite Wisdom was like, oh, okay, now we're going to ruin the faction by making this so that 9 flesh mobs spawn per encounter and a dozen overseers. And those are just enemies that cannot be spammed. They just do not work at all when you spam them. But I guess we're spamming them, unfortunately for me. This game has a lot of Left 4 Dead aspects. Yeah, this franchise is definitely like the spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead, along with like Vermintide and Darktide. They definitely have their own spin on the franchise though, because they're very much melee focused compared to Left 4 Dead, which really wasn't all that melee focused. Just had a little bit of melee. But whenever people say where's Left 4 Dead 3, it's just like, bro, just go play Darktide. Like it's there, kind of. Okay. I mean, Valve doesn't make games anymore. I mean, I guess they're making devlogs, so they do make some games, but we know how they are with the number 3. I think this is the only Left 4 Dead 3 we're ever gonna get. Left 4 Dead was also more about moving through the map section with this more objective-based play. I feel like Left 4 Dead has some objective-based sections as well, like with the fuel tanks. Oh shit! I almost dropped the act right there. I gotta leave before they catch on me. Build crafting is like my thing. 5k hours in Destiny and 4k in Warframe for a reason. Yeah, I don't want to put you onto Path of Exile, Cactus Man, because that might ruin your life. But I'm just saying, if you like build crafting, I think Path of Exile / Path of Exile 2. I mean, you've almost certainly heard of it, right? I actually did play Destiny 2 for the first time in a while recently. Because now, apparently, like, my friend who's a big Destiny 2 guy was like, oh, you don't actually need to, like, grind anything or level anything. Just sort of hop on with me and my boys and do some raids. And I was like, yeah, why not? Let's do it. Because I already had the game from many, many years ago. So I did my first raid ever recently, the Vault of Ass. Oh, no, the Vault of Glass. It was pretty fun. I don't really like Destiny 2 that much. Like, the gunplay feels kind of floaty, but I did enjoy the raid formula. Could barely get into PoE, made a Necromancer Witch build, but I couldn't do anything else. PoE 2, I think, is more fun than PoE 1, because PoE 2 is more action RPG compared to PoE 1, which was very much like click and move, but that's kind of a lot of people like PoE 1 a lot more. This doesn't have quite as much build crafting. Yeah, I say the build crafting in this is like, there's a lot you can do, but it's not as complex as something like Warframe. I think it's comparably complex to something like Destiny, though. Maybe even more in some areas, because I don't remember Destiny having like a big skill tree like this. Okay, I gotta buy my stuff to just sacrifice later for more mastery points. Okay. Maybe I should like actually be checking if any of these are good. What thermal resistance is? I think this is the stat you wanna tank on the plasma gun. I don't remember. Okay. Oh, now I'm getting some frame drops here. That's kind of weird.
Goodbye, operative.
I won't do the sacrifices on screen. That's kind of boring.
Waste the time you have.
Yeah, I think the fact that this game launched without weapon crafting PRC had like disastrous like long-term consequences on it. The fact that the game launched in like such an underbaked state, it's like the anti-Helldivers 2 is the best way I can put it. Where Helldivers 2 launched in a great state and that went straight to the heads of the developers. What is up with my frame rate right now? Launched in a really good state. Well, there were a lot of flaws, but overall the game was really fun. And that just went straight to Arrowhead's, well, head. But Darktide, like, flopped kind of hard at release. I feel like that humbled the devs, and they, like, really took a lot of lessons to heart and have, like, adapted to that situation pretty well. So it's, like, the opposite story. Core gameplay loop was fantastic, that's all it had. I guess that's also true about Helldivers, though. I don't know. I still feel like I might be onto something where it's like the initial reception made such a difference in like how the game's performed in the long term, how the devs. Yeah, I think maybe not as crazy as No Man's Sky for this game, but is this the way to go? Yes, I think. Because I think this game started off in a better place than No Man's Sky. Because No Man's Sky was really like unplayable at launch, and Darktide was not unplayable. It was just really
The hour
fun.
of judgment is at hand.
But I would say, yeah, it has more in common with No Man's Sky. Helldivers 2 didn't play exactly in reverse No Man's Sky, because I don't think Helldivers 2 is like actively unplayable right now. It kind of was at Into the Unjust, actually, so maybe it did. Into the Unjust was disastrously bad. God. Nightmare. I was thinking about Into the Unjust. That was such a dog shit expansion. Or title update, whatever we call it these days. Terrible expansion. Should have developed this for another year before releasing it. Maybe not another year, but a couple more months at least. I think would have been wise. They definitely underbaked it a little bit. And they also, like, I feel like they didn't learn a lot of the lessons they learned in Vermintide, or like they didn't apply them to this game when they really would have benefited from applying them a lot. There's a like, Reaper over there, that's what's doing a couple of years, actually. Okay, we'll take this charge. Not bad. I definitely think spamming it at 1 seems to be probably better than that's bad. I really wanted this. Oh fuck, I got stuck. It says that guy's just like, oh, he has the really crazy revive ability on the background. God damn it. I'm just getting bogged down with these supports so hard. I haven't fought this boss yet because he doesn't show up in normal missions. He only shows up in what do you call them? The expeditions, I'm pretty sure, and I haven't played expeditions yet. I probably should have something. They're probably fun. I just have not had the opportunity to check them out. I guess I've definitely had the opportunity. Oh, I'm dead. I'm 100% right here. That was a brutal encounter. It's because that fucking guy ran ahead so far and spawned a boss and aggroed a bunch of gunners and reapers on us without killing them. I hate when people do that in this game. Divisions are so fun, but they can be challenging with randoms. I can believe that 100%. You have to move with a purpose. Oh yeah, then that seems like a nightmare with randoms. That was a tough encounter, goddamn. I really need to work some boss damage into this build. I think probably like, well, I don't have any masteries yet, so I can't really look at blessings, but looking at blessings for the shock maw especially, I think is gonna help. We should be okay. Not sure which way we're supposed to be going. I think I'm going around.
Remember always that you serve the
Nonsense.
Messiah's purpose.
Damn, 40k's really got some Elden Ring ass locations. Now that I think about it,
Only that you
I suppose Elden Ring has some 40k ass locations. Rather is the better way to say that because 40k did come first. But I never really connected how much a lot of these like really like opulent maximalist environments had in common. It's so multi-purpose. Yeah, I think this thing is like truly jack of all trades. The only weakness I think it has is against bosses. It does not seem to have too much single target DPS against bosses. But maybe slapping, maybe there's like a blessing that fixes that, you know, and some unyielding damage bonus might also be beneficial. Yeah, this fucking Hound of that is always scary. I think I really want to reload speed node as well. I did not want to do that tonight. I think I lost it now. Okay, the shock maul when activated feels pretty fucking nice. Let's deal with you. Actually, let's deal with you first. Shriekers or Ragers are still pretty scary, but not as scary as Tox Bombers. Actually, both are pretty scary enemies. I'm not going to be dishonest. Like me, I will steal some ammo while I'm looking. I hear another gunner, looking for. I do not need this anymore, so let's get into the veteran. Please stop. I don't know, the arc grenade feels really good, but not having the Servo Skull really hurts. I feel like this build would still be stronger with the Servo Skull. I don't know, I'm gonna try and do pure art, just for the thematic bit. So I think if I were trying to do this as strong as possible, having the Servo Skull with Noosphere targeting, like, it makes such a big difference. Isn't there a Medicaid station around here? No?
We must see it restored.
Yeah, it's here. I'm gonna clear some of the people up here while he is pushing. Actually, I don't want to get isolated. Yeah, they're gonna have a bad time without me. I still need to learn how to use voltaic discharge a bit better as well. Bomber cannot be allowed to live for more than a single second. Same with Tox Bombers. Fuck those two guys. Annoying ass enemies. I feel like a lot of my games that I lose to Tox Bombers and Bombers. Definitely like one of the skill unit types. Just because they can take a bad situation and turn it into like an unsalvageable situation. Just by a single well-placed grenade. It's kind of crazy how much impact they can have. There's more scouts. Oh, those are normal box animals, you know. Event mode.
Sound identified.
Okay, more box animals. It seems to be a very box centric mission, which is interesting. I don't feel too good about that when I'm by myself. Gotta protect this guy, though. I think the arc rifle is also really good at protecting people, just because it like crowd controls a bunch of enemies. We're definitely going to take another look at the build after this. That's bad. So I do think now maybe I have enough mastery points to get a couple plus things, at least low level plus things that will maybe that was maybe a little wasteful. Shoot some arc shots into that. I also need to be better at using my shock maul charges, because I do feel like a lot of the weapon's power comes from that. And I've been saving them too much. Saving them for Skitarii 3, even though we're already at Skitarii 2. Don't mind if I do. I feel like such a gremlin, like going for a pickup like mid-fight. I guess it's pretty... Yeah, neck is pretty gremlin energy, to be honest. That does seem more accurate. To just steal something while fighting people. They get up to things like that. I'm still trying to think about what would be good to have single target damage in this build. Maybe there's like, I can fit in some more crit nodes and do some survivability nodes. I definitely want a reload speed node. I think I did see one. So I might move away from some of the Vanguard area of the tree and more into the Ranger area. The chainsaw will work well with this. I don't really like the chainsaw that much is the problem. It also like kind of feels weird that the Skitarii gets a chainsaw. That doesn't feel like a very Skitarii-esque weapon, you know. Maybe that's just me though. I feel like a lot of his like shared weapon selection is a little odd. There's so many. I think the more shot pump out the better. Oh, we lost our gun to that. But this concentration stim will be good if I don't die, which seems to be a foregone conclusion because I misplayed horribly. I didn't push hard enough. I might be able to get saved by my fellow Skitty. Never mind. He has a fucking... He has a med dog, and he didn't... Or a med servo skull. That's bad. Oh, that is so good. Even on one, that does make a big difference. I think I gotta spam this thing more. I think where the servo skull is like crazy against... Or not the servo skull, where the cord claw is crazy against single targets, the voltaic burst is insane against hordes of targets. Personally, like the chainsaw weapons in these games. Yeah, the Eviscerator is pretty fun, and I did really try to make the Assault Chainsaw work. I think I even have it like max mastery, but that was from a long time ago. Not this most recent bout I've had to play the game. And that was like, I probably had that mastery like before, well, I think Arvidas was already in the game, but it was definitely before Hype Squad. This was a long time ago. Probably even before I had a YouTube channel or game, because I had like a very brief Dark Tide resurgence. I think around Into the Unjust, probably when I got sick on Outriders 2. A little bit before that, actually, I also got sick on Outriders 2. Do not let that thing escape. The annoying part about the shock mode, though, is that when you switch to your ranged weapon, you lose the, like, the power mode turns off, and there's, like, a little bit of a delay before you can turn it on again. We're definitely going to take another look at the build. I'm pretty happy to already have like 2 good builds in the videos on this Skitarii. That is more productive than I thought today would be, honestly. Another fucking Pathmaster? He looks kind of crazy. The fucking bots are insane. It's like the Chaos Terminators. I always love how those guys look. Okay, I definitely think the Shock Maul does have some anti-boss potential, especially when you stack Electrify damage on him and then get crits on him. But I think it's missing a couple pieces before we're really done. So far, literally every single Skitarii weapon I've used has felt good, aside from the Power Sword, but I think that was just a skill issue. Because it just had a really wacky moveset that was not taking advantage of. Well, I'm sure you can make it work. Oh, here comes the wave of rounds. Yeah, already teammates in dire straits. Okay, the arc rifle I think is a pretty good counter to this event now. That was a pretty crazy showing of the arc rifle. Just one man did that much. Didn't miss the thing. Let's get right into the right. You gotta die. Alright, I think I'm starting to understand how to play this build a little bit better. Or not this build specifically, but how to play with these weapons and this passive. Because this build definitely sucks. I've not optimized it at all. But I think that we have the foundation, at least. Okay, and let's head off. I'm not sure that's how electricity works, but I don't know about electricity to comment. That's what do you got? Yeah, I still do really wish there was a personality that only spoke in binary, like the NPCs do in the Mechanicus game. I think that would be really fun. And of course, with the other characters we're never seeing them, but except the other Skitarii guys. I don't like. That's always a bad place to be. Pretty much slot the arc rifle into anything and you think it'll work. I don't disagree, but I do think that if you build around the arc rifle, like you can absolutely unlock its like true potential. Like it'll still work if you don't build around it, but I don't think you can get like 100% of the power out of this thing. And I think there's a lot of power that you can eke out.
I don't get many complaints. Well, not from anyone worth listening to.
Oh, what is that? That's every Ranger there's ever been. It's crazy. It's so many Rangers. I was really tempted to shoot, but I'm probably much better for the team that I did not. Adeptus Mechanicus Gremlin Point, taking over musket technology, STC fragment, whatever these things are, relics. Muscling. Oh, there's also Diamond TG, I kind of want that too. Not me throwing just to get like a couple resources. Okay. I'm not going to start with that guy though. What? How did you get got by one? One dude. Oh, that's bad. Oh, this is bad. That just actually vaporized those guys. Okay, the arc is pretty nuts. Oh, that's extremely bad. Why did that bulwark turn around? Oh, no, my fellow skitties here to help. Gonna need resources to level up new weapons. I did like hoard quite a few resources before this patch, but I still think it might not be enough. Just because there's a lot of builds I want to do. It should be actually maybe enough. I still have like 10,000 diamonds in me. And then the event that's going on right now is probably gonna give me a bunch more. I'm already like halfway progressed through it. I just gotta prioritize these missions with the event drops. So I should be okay to make a bunch of builds. The problem is I'm gonna run out when I do builds for other classes. Okay, that's bad. We'll take Overlord. This dog event is so fucking such a clusterfuck. Unfortunately, I'm borderline out of hand. Please stop going to me, skitty friend. Thank you.
Behold the bridge of many martyrs. It is still glorious.
There's gotta be ammo on this bridge of many martyrs. Oh man, I see his servo skull and that makes me miss my servo skull.
It is dead. Atoma will be cleansed.
The Voltaic blast seems really good crowd control. Yeah. I definitely... I wonder... I still think spamming it, like, when... Oh, excuse me. Whenever it's available is, like, the best play. Instead of waiting for, like, the triple charge, right? Because I feel like 3 level 1s is going to do more for you than 1 level 3, if that makes sense. I think that makes sense, even if that wasn't the most elegant way of saying it. Let's see what the Skyfire defenses and reload this bad boy. Yeah, reload speed node, don't let me forget, because the reload speed on this thing is so goddamn slow. It's not like plasma gun bad, but it's up there. Okay, team is okay. I do have panic button. I think this is a good panic button when the Skitarii does not seem to have many panic buttons. This seems to be a class where you really have to... You don't get like a no you, like the Baron Shout, right? Or honestly like the Psycho Bubble, where you can just like walk in and not have to deal with the consequences of your actions. And Voltaic, this charge seems to kind of give you that. Compared to Cord Claw, which is just like, I want this guy dead now, which is a very different kind of ability. It might stop you from getting into a bad situation, but I think once you already are in a bad situation, the Cord Claw is not gonna save you. Okay, I love gunners. God, I wish the repulsor shield wasn't dog shit. What even got me? Just another gunner? Oh, that's bad. I think that might be, oh, that guy has definitely got a slice, guys. Can I get you right now? Yes, I can. Okay, that was almost bad. The arc grenade actually might be a good panic button. Because it seems pretty good against a big defense. So many Reapers. No wonder we're getting fucking shredded. A trillion Reapers in an open area? Okay, actually warranted movement. I'm pretty happy to see extraction coming. There's gotta be more ammo, right? Okay, the Zelt has the ammo box. The Zelt's doing Zelt things. Oh, that's pretty scary. They're covered in metal. Yeah, I feel like there's no reason the arc rifle should be bad against characters. It's like, I feel like the crush puppy would be really conductive. This is all metal. I really do want to save this last argument because it does seem to be a pretty good clutch tool. I would love it if they actually let you reload my arc rifle, but can't be asking the heretics to be too late. I was hoping that would activate midair instead of after I got tossed. It's fine. The charges come back decently quickly, even without too much building into capacities recharge. Though I think even outside of a core claw build, maybe building more capacities recharge is a good idea. Because you get a lot of capacitance recharge nodes on Skitarii, and they're pretty easy to access. Oh, did he place the ammo? So I just didn't see it. Yeah, he did.
No fear, no
Awesome.
mercy, no retreat.
I think also the more arc Skitarii you have, like, the better the synergy. Because the more enemies are electrocuted, like, the more you can do. You know? So, I feel like Skitarii and Arbitas have really good synergy. And I feel like 2 arc Skitarii also have really, really good synergy. Skip on those. Man, fucking arc weapons are pretty gnarly. Even if it just... It doesn't sound super impactful, but the damage it does and the impact it does on enemies is pretty good.
For the Imperium.
He sounds like a space marine when he says for the Imperium. I don't like that. I need to make him more robotic. Skitarii and Electro Staffs? Smite Psyker or Auras? Yeah, Smite Psyker, that's what I was about to say. Actually, yeah, good point. I didn't even think about that. Emperor's Gift. We're making progress on our masteries. Let's look at our talent tree, and let's look at our blessings. And let's take a sip of water. Let me close my blinds as well, because it's night. There we go. Much better. I may be a gamer, but you gotta have sunlight. Gotta open your blinds during the day. Alright. Arc Maul. What are Voltageist Overload? Insta-kill human-sized enemies? No. It's fine against human-sized enemies, right? It's against crushers and bosses that I really want damage. This is kind of interesting, though. Lightning reflexes? No, I don't care about. 5% damage bonus versus staggered enemies. Again, it's crushers that's the problem. The fuck you mean it's day? I guess I gotta look outside again. Maybe I am a gamer. My eyes have been burnt out by looking at a screen for too long. Arc Lightning gains 5 jump angle and 5 jump distance. That seems kind of cool. 9:13 p.m. Wait, it's... Wait, or nothing? Up to 25%. Oh, as stamina depletes. I was like, no, there's no way this gives you 25% damage when you're max stamina. Okay, that's not that good. Hammer Blow. I feel like that's on other weapons as well. I just don't know the blessings that well off the top of my head. Impact. No, that's not that good. Stun. That's not that good. Brittleness. I don't know. It's especially because it's 1 stack. I mean, I guess it's like 4 stacks at the end. Ah, man, none of these are that good against single targets. Okay. Hammer Blow. I definitely want enhanced voltaic arcs, and I think... I mean, Thunderous is going to help against crushers, but it's not going to help against bosses. Damage bonus versus staggered enemies. I think probably Execution, right, is probably the best. None of these are that good against single targets. This might just not be a single target weapon. Maybe I need to build the arc rifle to be more single target as well. Okay. Bullets loaded from reserves on critical hits. That might be pretty good, actually. Dum Dum is pretty good. Or so I've been told. Enhanced voltaic arcs, I'm absolutely getting that. Movement speed reduction. No, that's whatever. 4 single target hits. No. Blaze away. It's not that good. It takes so long for you to spend 10% of your magazine on this gun, though. So I don't think these are that good, because the rate of fire is pretty slow. Damage skill. Inspiring barrage. I don't know. None of these seem... Oh, this is the same at every level. Okay, interesting. None of these seem very good against a lot of a scary heavy. Maybe maybe Cavalcade might be okay, actually. Alright, Cavalcade synergizes with reload skill, though. We can try Cavalcade and then the arc jump one. Let's try that. That might be a good combo. And let's put some unyielding damage on both of our weapons, I think.
Your armaments, if motivated.
Okay, 20% damage. Unyielding. There we go. And I might want some Carapace, because I think these are probably both pretty good against Carapace. And Consecrate. I guess I'll, fine. I'll burn some, Diamantine.
I trust you are pleased,
Even if
Father.
this is not a very good arc rifle, unfortunately. Unyielding, and it already has Carapace,
Praise
okay.
the Omnissiah.
And let's go into Talons. And yeah, if you keep getting crits, that's the thing though. I don't know how much crit I have in this build. Maybe putting crit on
for it is beloved of the Omnissiah.
on that weapon might not be too bad. Oh wait, it already had execution and enhanced voltaic arcs, both on tier 3. Okay. And replus. I think Charmed Reload just seems really solid. Now, let's try Cavalcade just for more crits and enhanced voltaic arcs. Because, like, you already have so much ammo inside the arc rifle. And I feel like there is a good reload speed. No, 15% reload speed. Reload. Yeah, this is really good. I should have just picked this up. Let's, plus 20%. Ah, maybe not. Alright, fuck our team. We can probably lose Sustained Assault, and weak spot damage is not bad, though. Spot hits 2 capacitance, critical hits 5 capacitance. The more capacitance we get, I think the better. But now that means... we have a harder time. 1 capacitance each second does not seem that good, actually. I think I can leave that one for Gunsmith. And then Ammunition Restoration Pod also seems insane. 1%? That's like a less good version of Scavenger, I think. That's still helpful. If an enemy hits you with a melee attack, that's fine, but I don't know. I think Ammo Restoration Pod is going to do more good for us. Okay. Mobian Conductor. I think with these tweaks we might be better. We definitely have a lot more capacitance charge here, so we can use this more often. Okay, let me read this actually properly. So 2 charges or above, ranged enemies within 30 meters are jammed. And 3, 15 seconds. Oh, so when you 3... Okay, I see. We still deal so much electrocution. We really don't need another one. And System Shock? I don't know. Does this stack? %10 damage on ability use. Where was that? That I just took off, I think. I don't remember where that was. 15% damage for 10 seconds on ability use. Yeah, that is pretty good. Yeah. Why do I sacrifice, though? Higher Purpose is really good because it's more charges. More charges, more charges. This is really good because I'm blind, and this helps be less blind. Plus, this is also good. I think I could maybe... Yeah, now we're running into the hard difficulty. This brittleness is good, though. I don't know. Let's run it like this for now. Even if this would be nice. I feel like I don't use an ability every 10 seconds, is the thing. So this is only going to get value sometimes, while everything else here is going to get value, like, almost all the time. Let's run this and see how much better it feels. GG, I've got to drive home. Yeah, drive safe. People be crazy on the roads. Especially, I feel like ever since COVID happened, people just drive worse and worse. It's like insane how often I almost like get into accidents, which are not my fault at all. Technically helps your single target damage. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like my single target damage is not that bad. I think I just have to live with the fact that this is not a bossing build. Like, I can still contribute to killing the boss, but it's not going to be like a cord claw where I'm just like, oh, look, the boss, grab, and he's dead. Like, this build can't do everything like that. So I can't insta-kill bosses, but like, if I can deal with a big pack of crushers really easily, bosses are not that much of a threat. At least not until Havoc, I don't think, and I don't play Havoc yet. So I don't have to worry about that with this build. This could just be an Auric build, honestly. I think most people play Auric, right? I think a lot of people just avoid Havoc like the plague because it's a pain in the ass with the party finder and all that, so I kind of get it. Helps with your single target damage, yeah. I don't know. I feel like the Skitarii tech tree, or the Skitarii talent tree is so complicated. It's so complicated because you can do so much with it. I'd be kind of interested. I mean, maybe they almost certainly won't do this, but if they went back and made all the talent trees like fan out like that, that'd be kind of cool. Instead of being, you know, like flowcharts. It seems very stacked. Yeah, it seems like most things are pretty damn good, but all the talent trees are pretty stacked, if I'm gonna be honest. I don't think any class just straight up has bad talents. Like, the worst one is maybe Ogrin, but Ogrin still has, like, a bunch of really good talents as well, so I don't know. Like, his veteran talents are insane, Zelda talents are really good, Arvida's talents are really good. I guess I don't know what Hype's talents are, because I don't play with class. Ooh, big frame rate. Oh yeah, being able to disable that guy at 2 charges is good. Okay, and since I'm not equipped, I don't have the weapon equipped, well, I can't reload it just yet. Well, we gotta do the objective. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'll be saving. Oh shit, I thought I'd charge. I was relying on that a bit too much. 5% talents are pretty boring, yeah. It's just really, okay, I thought I had that. It's but toughness talents are also really good though, even though they're kind of boring. Like just plus 15 or plus 25 toughness like does make a big difference. I like what they did with Skitarii with the plus toughness talents or like in their keystones instead of just being another like a random like a white note to grab. So I think that's I think that was a good inclusion. Okay, this team does not seem too locked into the objective, so I'm gonna have to pay extra attention to that.
Isolating target.
Definitely pretty sure shotgunners are not bad. I guess they can be if you don't deal with them effectively and have a good position like that. Please swap weapons. That dude just walking by the fucking gunner while getting lit up and not killing him is crazy. Yeah, the quality of player is definitely all over the place when it comes to damnation. That's a pretty scary thing. I think that's oh, I already have it back. Okay, oh my god, okay, that's crazy. Okay, maybe this pass is a little overpowered, because that was a tough encounter that we just obliterated. I like can't even parse what really happened. I just pressed buttons and everything died. Everything died. Okay, maybe arc build. Man, I really am having a hard time deciding which build is better so far. The core claw was just like boss deletus, which is like very nice, but being like entire room except the boss deletus is also very nice. Okay. No more, we took some pretty big damage there, all of us, so you kind of have a med kit or something. Okay, that reload talent actually does make a big difference, because being able to, it's like born ready on the gunner and deproc a little bit. I think that's the psyker. That was not the psyker that did that. That was the volt grenade. Like wiped out all those specials. I know the flame stat psyker killed like a lot of the chat there, but that first arc grenade into the 3 what do you call it? Will take discharges. I think actually did do a lot of work. Guys. This is really bad. Okay, well, I threw out the volt grenade, which did not do that much. Okay, somehow he got that. This is pretty tough right now. Just gotta get people up. And just get my voltaic discharges off. Oh man. Oh, he fucking... I didn't get the telegraph because he was aiming at the Arvidas instead of me. Or I didn't see the telegraph at least because he was aiming at the Arvidas. Snipers on this mission are so fucking rude. I despise how fucking oppressive they can get. I misplayed the shit out of that. But he was too far away for me to hit him with the arc rifle, I think. I think we're gonna be okay. Thankfully, things are calmed down quite a bit. But the timer actually is a little scary. You press the button. Oh yeah, the timer's gonna be rough. This mission's tough. I was sub wolf for you. It's okay. We're probably gonna go at least a couple more missions. I'm having a really good time with Skitarii. I do have some shit to do tonight though, so maybe not that many more missions, unfortunately. But this is a really, really fun class so far. Very complicated and not like trivially easy. Like, I think a lot of people were a little bit concerned that Skitarii was just gonna feel like stupid overpowered and like brain dead like some of the other DLC classes were. I mean, I guess just Arvidas. But it seems to be a very technical class. It might still be overpowered, but at least there is a lot of skill expression and thought involved. It's not just oonga boonga. Having venting shriek and voltaic discard in the same team seems really strong. Yeah. I still am not sure if this is better than voltaic. I don't think it's better than venting shriek, but it is like comparable, which still makes it really strong. Especially because you have like a lot of control over it. The problem is that the team is not hearing chaff, so I can't actually shoot my arc rifle at all. And I think that has been causing me a lot of issues. Oh, because 2 people are dead. I didn't even realize that. I'm so tuned out right now. Okay. I definitely missed this ammo. Yeah, the arc grenade has such a long fuse, and it's competing against like the insanely cracked like servitor or servo skulls, which are just insanely good. Like all of them are really good. Yeah, I really would like some more opportunities to be sure that I got, but I can get any of them. Yeah, at least we saved people, so we should be doing a bit better. Okay, I gotta do this objective. I think we might be a little fucked, unless we can insta-kill the boss. Needing to pick up grenades across the map is not that good in general. Yeah. Especially if it's a grenade you want to use often. Because, like, some grenades, it's, like, fine if you only use them every so often, but I feel like the arc grenades, like, they're really strong sometimes, but you still, like, need to be using them a lot to get value out of the nodes you put into them. And it's hard to do that when you have to, you know, actually pick them up. Or you have a limited amount you're not feathering, you know. Plus, you lose out on the ability to, do the, everything automatically, which is really tough. Please protect me, Arvidas. Come on. Just shove. Oh no, he like straight up like used to infinite grenades with veteran. Yeah, I think veteran I like veteran a lot, but he does teach you a lot of bad habits. Because there's just like a lot of game mechanics you just do not interact with really. Oh man, that's cool. Oh, that's extra brutal. I really want to get you off, but I don't really know. Just barely. I really just want to be able to shoot my gun, like, at all this entire mission. I can cleave through all the other chaff. Yeah, a brutal mission. I don't want to be mean, but, well, I was playing pretty bad too. So I don't want to point out anybody. It can self-reach if... I don't know. I don't think grenade regen's a good thing for the game is the thing. I think it's too strong and it teaches you bad habits. I think grenade regen has to be really limited. Because if every grenade can regen, then you can't balance, like you have to completely change the balance of grenades, right? That's my my take on it. Because grenades right now are definitely balanced around them not being able to regen. Like, the fact that crack grenades can regen is insane. Like, it feels okay that frag grenades can regen, and it feels okay that smoke grenades can regen, but crack grenades are just, like, so stupid. Yeah, there's Skitarii everywhere over the main menu. Oof, my performance getting worse the more we play. Maybe Darktide's a game that you have to restart every so often. I don't know, I think I have a couple more in me. And I actually do have shit to take care of before I go to bed tonight.
Only way to know for sure is to grab some for analysis.
Sip of water, of course. Gotta stay hydrated when you're yapping this much. That was a brutal mission. See, okay, at least we got to see the weakness of this build. And, oh yeah, now we're Skitarii time. The weakness of this build is that, if you do not have people to cover you so you can actually shoot your arc rifle, you are not that strong in melee. This is definitely a more ranged build than a melee build. Arvidas with infinite shock mines, yeah, the shock mines are crazy good. But the dog is also crazy good, so it's like, you do need something, like, that's an acceptable case of grenade recharge, because you're sacrificing, like, a really big part of your kit for that. So, I don't know. I don't think grenade recharge as, like, a rule is bad for the game. It's just, you need to pay a certain price. You can't just get grenades, like, for free with no investment in your tree like Veteran does. I think that's, like, too much. Okay, but now we have a full Skitarii team. I trust my Skitty brothers. Thank you, Wolford. Edgiest Nurgle this has ever been, I think. Even as an edgy name, Wolford. Probably not his real name. Actually, no, I feel like having an edgy name in 40k is actually like a common occurrence. It is an it is an edgy setting. Taking a lot of damage already. Not a lot of damage, but a lot of hits. He's definitely not a tank class. At least not the way I built it. I think if you go more down the Vanguard, you can get a little tanky, but... yeah, Wolfer is a LARPer. He is absolutely a fraud. I feel like Nurgle, like, people aren't usually that edgy. They're, like, usually more goofy in, like, a horrifying way. But, like, Wolfer's just, like, the ultimate, like, rough voice, like, bad guy, you know? Doesn't feel very Nurgle at all. but I'm not super plugged into 40k lore. Again, never read any books, don't know any figurines. Pretty much only play games. Games that like read wiki articles in high school, which are probably outdated. That's like the extent of my 40k knowledge. I'm sure there's a lot of people like me. Take this charge. That will take discharge. 5% regen on specialist skills. This is so good. Oh, that's awful. That's more than bad. That's straight up awful. Arc grenade, long fuse, but high damage at least. I love when they just freak out in binary. That like captures my emotional state sometimes very well. I wish I could just do that. Like just like do some mechanical screeching when I'm having a bad time. I think that would express my mental state better than words. I think I just gotta think back and play more ranged. The other Skitarii is going absolutely hardwired. I don't know what he's doing with these shot Oh, I'm amazed I stopped that other dog. Not today. Okay, now we can grab the ciphers and... Okay, yeah, see, when you actually have this build really does feel like veteran. When you have a team that will cover you and keep chaff off of you, you are a force of destruction. But when you get caught out, you're gonna have a bad time.
We would be glad to hear your appraisal.
Because like Voltaic is a little bit like a... I guess it's more like Venting Shriek than it is Shout, but it does have that Shout quality where you're just like getting surrounded and just tap it and it buys you some breathing room.
Problems with the book, sir. Teams are struggling to call in.
Okay. I always like this level too, just like a medieval town. It's like we're back in the Reaper's Right. Where did that go? I'm more scared of the... That's not fun. Wow, the stagger on the arc rifle's not that good, actually. I guess he can't be good at literally everything. That would be too much. The metal claw is really funny. I love the heart, or the... I already forgot the name of it, but the cord claw. That's what it's called. I think I do like that build more than this one, even if this one is also really fun. I don't know, I just don't think, let's try this build with the servo skull. Even though that might be kind of annoying to tap into. Because I just think the servo skull, like, is so much better than the shock grenade. The shock grenade's like a really good emergency button sometimes, but I feel like the servo skull stops you from getting into emergencies, which is debatably more valuable. Wow, that was fucking brutal. Holy shit. That was an insane sequence of events. Sometimes the game just wants you dead, man. It's a little bit like Helldivers in that sense. Oh, that guy's using the repulsor shield. I wish it was better. I was not having a good time with that. Recovered a little bit from that situation with the green ammo. Wait, I don't really need to reload this. I'm just gonna put it away because it auto reloads.
Neutralization.
I'll reload pretty quickly actually, so I should be using more projectiles. Plus I have ammo regen. I do want to hoover up some of these materials, though. At all possible.
Your manner towards the unblessed ones is unnecessarily antagonistic.
Their feelings are not my concern.
The voice modulation really makes the characters sound like completely different. It's kind of impressive. It feels like each personality like gets a completely different vibe depending on how you change their voice.
Tracking.
I feel like that's probably what Fat Shark is the best at, right? Is like how they do their characters and their interactions. Like they really put a lot of thought and effort into that, like consistently ever since Vermintide. Another fucking boss. Okay. Oh, I beat that. That's fine. The rest of the team is doing good damage. Does the wait, hold on. Maybe the power sword would be better in this build. Because it can, I'm pretty sure it might also apply electrocution. I don't know. Maybe I'll need to test that. Not today. I don't have the mental bandwidth to learn the power sword right now. That one seems really complicated in terms of moveset.
Join up with one another. Form a group.
Okay.
Execution. Warranted.
Yeah, that was almost bad. That might be the ingredient the build is missing, is the power sword instead of the shock maul. I do want to fit the shock maul into another build because I do think it's really fun. It might just not be this one. That's bad. Die up. Okay, definitely let's not get that fight. Man, fucking hearing those guys through their spawn doors is always so stressful. Do not enjoy hearing box bursters. Okay. This is going a lot better than the last one. I think I'm still not playing very well. I think I'm just running out of steam. I should be using my voltaic discharge more. I got quite a few of them in the build I have right now. Same with the counter mode. I definitely do have a problem when I play video games where I just like I'm the type of person that saves like a potion until after the games is done. I've always done that though. It's like, what if I need it later? No. It's definitely not a good way to think, especially in this time of game, this type of game. But hard to work away from that type of game. Not bad at all. I feel like the full Skitarii teams, I don't know if all the people playing Skitarii are just like good, or Skitarii is just very powerful and has good synergy with itself. Which would actually make sense. Because all of like the 3 to 4 Skitarii games I've had, we've just absolutely obliterated them. And I feel like I did not have to do that much. So maybe it's just like all the sweats are playing Skitarii actually. That would probably make sense. Because I've definitely also seen some bad Skitaris. I am a bad Skitari. Okay. Yeah. These guys aren't that bad actually, once you... If you go for their head, they're just a little annoying. I don't mind seeing new enemies though, I just wish it was a little bit more interesting. Wow, I don't even need to reload my gun even when it's empty. It starts reloading on its own. Like, you saw it climb up there before I was even done with the reload animation. A really good pass, or node. That's looks pretty inconspicuous. Awesome. It's a pretty scary move. There you go. Where's the sniper? What the fuck was that noise? Was it the Skitarii that just made that noise? It sounded like a robotic dog. Yeah, and see look at how fast the arc rifle is reloading in my backpack. It's like already back to full. Insane perk. Oh my god, wait, that perk plus the plasma gun? Holy shit, that's gonna be insane. Oh my god, the plasma gun on this cast is so good. I really should I don't want to make a build on a weapon that was already available like before the patch, like right now, but I think that might be the third build I do. I'm definitely going to do the triple servo skull build first. Then I'm going to do this shock build or some variation of it. And then I'm probably going to do a plasma gun build, and I think that'll be everything. Scary as a counter. Damn, they should got hands sometimes. It's easy to forget. Ooh, that was kind of hoping the cypher behind me would have that handle, but What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? That was a bizarre interaction. I'm glad that didn't kill anybody, though. That was fucking brutal. What do you mean? I showed even the hit marker that I pushed him. Weird. I guess maybe that was a latency thing. Easy money. That's so secret. No. Fucking enemies. Getting behind you when you shove a poxburster is always the bane of me. It is always so cruel when they do that. That was a good shot with the galvanic rifle, goddamn. It is very accurate. I'm not sure why I let the galvanic rifle die.
Perspective is distorted beyond repair.
Okay. I would not use it, actually.
Acceptable conclusion.
Yeah, I'm really not vibing with the shock nades that much. Like, if you get like a really crazy meat shot on a bunch of enemies, like, yeah, it's gonna do really good for you, but I don't know. The ability to just look at a special and just be like, kill him now, is so fucking good. And the ability to do objectives like for free while still being able to fight, all those things are like so valuable, you know?
Kill. This will alleviate your pain. And what happens when the killing is done?
Yes, there is a medication station. I didn't remember that correctly. I really would like it before the waves start showing up. Yeah, I really would like it before Yeah, I'm playing poorly right now. I am so out of it. I did not think that those guys would still be aggroed onto me. I mean, that's fine. I respawn right here. That was so stupid as fuck, though. Maybe this is my last one. I think I am wilting. I mean, how do people stream for like 6 hours? I guess they take breaks, but free objectives, whatever. I don't know. Free objective is pretty good, man. Like, the revive is also really good, don't get me wrong. But doing an objective for free, like, can save you a lot of trouble. Because otherwise, that's like a mandatory -1 player while they're doing the objective. And sometimes, if your team is not covering you very well, you can just get bogged down like a forever loop of not being able to do it. So I would not, I wouldn't discount that. That's like pretty goddamn valuable. But the free revive is also crazy, of course. So fighting at range with these guys. Actually, I would like some of this minute back. While it's here. That is probably the weakness of the arc gun. It doesn't have any stagger at all, seemingly. I think I saw a sniper laser over there. Maybe I imagined that. Look at how many shield guys there are. I don't know if there's actually that's all that's spawning, or there's just like survivorship bias. Because they survive a lot longer than normal grunts, but it feels like there's a pretty significant amount of them spawning. I definitely see the sniper. I'm trying really hard to snipe him, but it's not working out too good for me. This gun is really not very accurate. At like very long ranges. It's fine up to medium range, but once you get into that like 50 plus, I think that's where it stops really working out well. Thank you for running out like $29. That was very funny. Get that dog. That's a basically but I don't have any grenades because I died. Okay, so that is actually a big thing. Juicy engagement with the arc rifle. God damn it. Thank you, though. That was a clutch. This seems pretty competent. Thankfully, they are, because I'm definitely not playing very well. This part always lasts forever. I just have to take. It's so open too, so it's like always a good time. Ah, goddamn right. I need to find like a volume setting that is loud enough for me to hear the enemies like attacking me, but not so loud that you guys have a bad time because of it, or like can't hear me talk. Just a little difficult. Maybe this is getting better. There's definitely like a way to do it so that I have a different sound than you guys do, but I'm not sure now. Maybe I should look into that actually. Because the other games I play, like, sound doesn't matter that much. Like, honestly, in Helldivers and Deep Rock, like, sound does not make that much of a difference compared to this game where you can't hear enemies. Like, that is cripplingly difficult. There's a pretty scary guys. Fucking trappers from downtown. So we are full ammo, and I should probably grab a Medicaid. Because I'm one down with that. really tough to get that guy this far away. Yeah, sub 50 meters is definitely like the only range you have to engage with this thing. Because after that, the spread gets a little too aggressive. Man, and the automatic reload perk also gives you 15% reload speed. What a crazy good perk for a range build. I feel like the arc build is strong, but like running this perk with the blast gun, probably insanely powerful. That's probably the strongest Skitarii build still, is just a blast gun build. Even after post nerf, it still feels pretty crazy. That guy is. Okay, I couldn't even hit him in the first place. No, we seem to be done with this submission. Yeah, I'm definitely wilting. I should probably stop after this mission. But I will probably be streaming more of this on Sunday as well. Maybe even more in between now and then. But I'll definitely be making a video on Skitarii in like the next couple days for sure. But maybe a couple videos. I do want to kind of build up my Dark Tide algorithm a little bit. Because I just don't want to be tied down to Helldivers 2 again when the game could get murdered literally at any patch randomly, you know? I feel like that's a good idea to diversify. But anyway, that's probably going to be it for me today. Skitarii fucking rocks, dude. If you have Dark Tide, if you love Dark Tide, I recommend buying it. I usually don't shill DLC, because DLC, I'm still not a huge fan of DLC being so huge in video games these days, but as far as DLC goes, I think you're absolutely getting your $12 worth with Skitarii. At least I feel like I've already gotten my $12 worth with Skitarii, and I will be doing a lot more with this class. So anyway, thank you everybody for showing up. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you all in the next one.